the guy Lord the Fakye kakra. It's all no share that you be. Oh yeah, we but. I hear the message. Ah, you have na. Yami show now shower here no so. Oh
yes.
As you them say, you the munyam shake say about ni ano mema no say obada waba be wa enti. Ora pe yi di kan. Enti eche ya karo so de be wa be so so we chi oda. Aboa na bi kama pa ne adia. Diken.
Kwaku.
Akotazo aba ma na transe. But they had duty akotanya careful because that date number.
Oh, date number. Na o Sunday ya na mi wura
inside no. But e dey video on come on there. Era me am on me am pa easy why so.
Oh yes. Yes.
This is Saturday no more ejuma no. E was you know swami. Yeah. And easy. Shedding pa na me say easy so toda antemana ye de ba be ye jododo ni bi ono ana pimpan se me de kin ni adia so iwai kafra na shedding Saturday kin wan be bia me ni share e de obetimenka o Saturday no o se e ba na e ba be kan na e bo na ne ma de di pa ba no ne atedi ani ejama why tiken yako
matikwaku mami Napoli Kevin De Bruyne what the sum nyanya parawie na beto twa ese team friend Napoli okopemo Italy 10 million euros. Kevin De Bruyne, me no kase Napoli team no. Omo so my ready. No 10 million euros. Omo di 2 na omo de boy na be pem no be badwuma. De ama Napoli poboko no. No omo si 2 seasons. Na season pian 5.5 million euros. And omo de be ma no. No omo so na dim komodrachi na ya tocho panyina. Ye fani Di Laurentiis or your president man Napoli team no. And so panyina yampa. Kevin De Bruyne King Kev after Man City or be PM e Napoli or so en one in the wonderful family no a shedding kwama ama Kevin De Bruyne pefiato e kwa e Naples ama Brian kama no many obre upeke Reverend Antonio Conte ni demands no or the two man say ope 7 to 9 top level signings e dia ba entomani brutal some person the players are elite signings omudomu pona bia kama diamete aso panyemen Kevin De Bruyne I read the opa badwuma ejama Napoli popo ekono na Antonio Conte na as part of Napoli scudetto celebrations no open top bus parade eguswa etodam opemo the city of Naples enu na ekoso on se Naples enso da na de bus ne banso no and the players no ekotena boat no e wonso no so na omko no maba na bi pia so atma ye kama na ye celebration wonso no so wia no masaba betra open top bus no na bia kama na wa abramu rob e wonso no ho ne nyina so pemo Italy Serie A Napoli team no ene team che ye na ye celebration ene ebuso panyino ye friend Messiah Conte eso beto so ye adwuma ama bia so ye kama wo se passion we there wo Peter and what the city of Naples what Napoli adwuma no se wa fatim bi no first season odomu je league no eya na den opem wo Napoli what mo be sadia no na ni age papa obetwe esesa de passion te no obeto so ma bia so atma ye kema eso adjama wo mo na utwa de champions of Italy. Omu energy scudetto no. Ena omu chimomume. Omu ye open top bass parade. I'm a brasswatch my kama. Eno edge pami chamu tamamo. Na Mario Balotelli. Na mfantu enem Balotelli. Ebe piemo genwa. Na wade somno abanawe ye. Balotelli say so far onyanya mre or another 2 to 3 years o petimi asiakai nemum say o choose tima ye very genwa and you the wrong choice of club o timi choose ye or ko genwa one papa the same sense of panyene o pekwa he wo so nya MLS mu ana o pekwa na enu achi no de nsem pia tudwa eso gidi ese o panyene Messi and CR7 aye better the sene aye ono na was football to be fake and no be aye trash and I say Balotelli day was Ronaldo ni Messi aye training and aye omo yese no na em just ana unye training no a day was football no aye training and amomo apagite individual was so much the say no na but the real footballer Messi and Ora you will see CR7 amunya better and fancy no Balotelli and no and some around there to draw ye jejamu adamam mami Crystal Palace almost victory parade and ebuso kosom na victory parade omo echenya se FA Cup omo ene eje Emirates FA Cup winners 2025 almost elchi momume omo enam street to mountain so amo brown sampa almost so AGP after 119 years omo AG major title and omo ye open top bass parade amo Berkama and we Crystal Palace omo etim no and a Crystal Palace air celebration amo biaswaye kama and no edeba na me patron am Arsenal mano omo na Jofa Women's Champions League omo eje nanu Saturday our Lisbon a prominent Basamano Ekochaem no ebe pemu fio North London na ye momu wokama na no ten papa welcome and yadma Arsenal mano with ye omati memoneti e memani to mo twim yes ya maye nyina ye Arsenal masaya sa kafidi enye Arsenal manati Arsenal memonene hwe ombe pemu North London and open top bass parade omusu ebe ya momu come and prepare for no celebrate Champions League trophy no mame omo krama no o Arsenal and omo parade no masa omo krama no ho na sakrama way Arsenal masa wonchina ni si obia opiamo Arsenal fufro opeko Arsenal training se mema na so ba sakrama dog way empema welcome when place ni na omo je Champions League celebration no omo dog no krama no and I was saying bibia asu etimi akama na me patrol Ramos Spain campaign bia nya chance eno e kele ne Mbappe for Ballon d'Or almost say Barca Madrid edge FIFA Club World Cup pep and Mbappe I was so winning Ballon d'Or then so Roman first season I La Liga Pichichi what to by European golden booter was say aje onu na kwa Europa were the top scorer Barca no FIFA Club World Cup or team Copa Madrid no Musaji FIFA Club World Cup and me patrol campaign no Mbappe for Ballon d'Or o match so mu lobby and no edetawa ye checha mom aso dama mo dwuma de no so na me patrol ne and Madrid Xabi Alonso me the 20 man opai aye dwuma prima wo na ne officially o mo pa no ntoma aye the presentation and baby share and central for patrol hano Florentino Perez was say me part of 15 chere na obiam say age Champions League 15 right say na obi was for 15 chere and ode chere na emochina Alonso esutimi my beautiful words what in sempi to gama the Don Carlo Ancelotti na Sam Alonso akafa ni predecessor the Don Carlo Ancelotti no na FND was say a great person na waja mark biatoa on so baba to us na o say on say no ma Ancelotti achire no and Amon Alonso abedu sam pempen so was without the teachings he he gave me, I would not be here. And yet, Reverend Ancelotti, and a China, dear China, the player, I cannot on Alonso, or my Emedru Sam Pempensway, or Patanase, or Major, and a Wazupe, and a Nwanya, do you dread and wopper to us? I'm a Piaswaya Kama, and no idea by a Jamo, now and watching the Bus Alonso, and so far killing Mbappe, and Vinicius Junior, watch one more time, was it first of all, you're lucky, as you played our Madrid, now already ideas at the Vinicius Junior, and Mbappe, Omu Juma, and was said making good use of qualities, Suwano, and no and some of their tuka, Yati Amamom, Naman Vinicius Junior, and the water flight team, Premo Brazil, Yo de Janeiro, after season in Panama, Vini Junior, Kodawe, or flexing too much, Gagayan debt, and water flight way a chartered one, and what they call, and what in a night Abu A City now, a big partners for Kwakobo Bra, what the bag Abu City, so, and what in a night was Samso, and no the Brazilian wonder boy, Vinicius J. Junior, or Corio de Janeiro, Brazil, and no enter down, na me patro Ukope, as so our France, Monaco, a adjacent normal Pinetuka, na Emra, Yenya, a Formula 1, a Branson Lando Norris, Samsona, a Boya, Kylian Mbappe, and Jimmy Butler, Nina the Sandra Formula 1 Grand Prix, Etmitoka, na Ukopema, Sa Trident Way, Etmi Eshaye, on Sa Uko NBMA, Jimmy Butler, Oba Formula 1, Lando Norris, and a footballer, and yet Mr. Mbappe, or Misha H. Swag Kaka, Etin Koma Player Kama, and no Adel Palonso, was he plus on Madrid no, or some proactive no more attack. Now, or see, you have to know how to handle different situations. Press and defend when necessary. And no edge or deeper was say Obama Madrid team now always somebody control ball. So Twana Madrid gamer who pay feeling wow, who pay feeling incredible. So your Madrid fan while baby beautiful football, romantic football, and Obama Madrid double and watching us in Rodrigo Peco was one Madrid player beer one-on-one compensation. Because no any petting come out no one can say boy no Obama no Pantuma Jamomo, and no idea Robert Lewandowski, Opium Barcelona, the maintenance of Payano, Uncle Paul and national team camp, or MON-FRI, na Enna Lewandowski there to go. Sometimes your body gives you a signal that you need to take a break for a while. The partner chance so you name I was so arrested kaka and to Paul and national team Lewandowski as a on to me enjoy no more. Mame Ashraf Fakye, Desiree Doué, João Neves, Okopema Ram, Roland Garros, me patro tennis in total, as for Monaco, Nanra, PSG plus in your days offer, Omukoye, and Omaba Baka, Omo prepare for the Champions League final. Nanobu Pemo Roland Garros, no, Ocha Boys, Kimi Ashraf, Desiree Doué, and João Neves, Boys and Swag, so, Omo dressing effort, Namipa, 18,000 supporters. And be free Paris. I be pay Saturday. And so our Alliance Arena for the Champions League final. Then watch Roma. Next team from Inter. Fanas 18,000 supporters. As soon as airport fanas no. They made to say Ubram Munika. Security so we are late. Say Praber Kama. Inside their confirm my say offers from Saudi Arabia. Never moment here. So Castle Bakinwa. A very crazy. At the Amano, I was so concentrating on the Champions League final. Marcus Thuram was so for Inter Kofana. Way I was a remark. Now a very sad some Kokomo. I'm Antoine Serie A. I'm Datu Machi. I'm the Bochum of Piazza Kama. Mame Liverpool open top bars parade. And your Premier League victory parade. And I'm Edge and no and I'm more seller. I'm to open top bars and so on. I'm celebrate. I'm so much special 7 150,000 people across England. Anyway, I say, a best celebration, me prayer kama, na me patrol, celebration, jere prayer kama, me Van Dijk, ne dancing skills, na Van Dijk, onu su dia sakakra, atra me prayer kama, burning masa, or Van Dijk, celebration in Kosono, and onu su dia sarama bia, as what my kama, and no idea, Pamame, omni supporters, with fans, Rama say, ja, out to Liverpool supporters, me patrol Liverpool fans, papa, no man, the big keke, celebrate some Biafra fire. Na Uramo Englander, my fan to an name, as I can 81 days, not the next Premier League season, as so Baba Bashas here, na kick off no, as so Pebaso, 81 days, na Biafra fire, na me patro more transfer window, also more exceptional transfer window, answer a major, one sweat me up, na 1st of June, Elkosi 10th June, because of teams are Beko FIFA Club World Cup, and we exceptional registration period, not the main summer transfer window, about 16th June, now close to 1st September, and no Edetawa, Jamu Mame, Alexis McAllister, one in Kevin McAllister, or Mumia League, El Pebiomo, Oko Belgium, a boy, I friend on Kevin McAllister, or boy Edmund Junior Saint Eloise, or no Ajay Me Patrol. Belgium, for the first time in 87 years, and at the proper, you've got Alexis who deliver Project Premier League, me patro both former crown champions, on the same day, and Tinua, na special moment to Mam McAllister family, and no idea Pami Chamutamamo, na Liverpool, almost trusted this week, for a vet, bet Marie, ne Biaswaya Kama, try to bet him Pia, as one bet Marie this week, ne Bear Kama Nema, Demi said that Don Carlo and ne squad, Nema out of the squad, Nemon final decision, and the meeting Betuga, Omni the new CPF president, Samuel Zoud, and Carlo Ancelotti, and Sana final decision, Omu Etmake, not more Salah said before renewing the contract, what Liverpool, not discussions with breakouts for Saudi Arabia, them or decided here, as so or better Liverpool, Biaswaya Kama, Jorge Mendes, and ya arrive for our Barcelona. Na two main reasons are Opemo Barcelona no one or finalize Lamine Yamal no contract renewal no second we share Ansu Fati no we discussing the future them someone now koni Chelsea as some na Ansu Fati omu client or behwe na star boy Lamine Yamal we to finalize bi piano piaso ye kama eno aje ba ma Emiliano Martinez Ramo Barcelona for the vacation or call akos spending holidays kakra one in the family and Aston Villa goalkeeper ye fano Dibu Emiliano Martinez also attach Daniel capture me bia kama and no Ediaba na Aston Villa for so mo gide mapa and some goalkeeper na be call o mo Ramo Lille El France o mo goalkeeper Lucas Chevalier o mo hwe eso mo sapeka no nom de no aba be replace na bia aso atimi ayekama and no Edema Casado be renew no contract with Barcelona Ekosi 2030 parties in your judgment or more finalize details. Let me pass up your official, no precision in sweat so and no edge tower. Ye judge one Garcia, a Espanyol goalkeeper, Bassa for some open or so on call. Yebsan Saturday was a massa sending family Uhiano, set or Beko Bassa, not the family bed time or Muko Espanyol Stadium. And now say, or Muko a Bassa Stadium, a Bassa or more ever had Nabusha for Nabusha film Kodamina Espanyol, and a Oma supported a Bassa offer from Premier League Mupa or Beko Nemo Bassa there on one Garcia on quarter, and Summer Spain Luis de la Fuente adding a squad Abetuga for the final four of the UEFA Nations League. Name one Fakye Panan Kamo, a Barca release clause, 25 million euros, M Kodu 30, na squad in the United Seymour, David Raya, Alex Romero, and Uncle Pedro Porro, Mengueza, and Lee Norman, Kubasi, Dinwoisen, Grimaldo, Kukuria, and Daniel Vivian, and Zupimente, Fabian Rios, Mika Marino, Alex Baina Pedri, Femi Lopez, Gavina Isco, Morata, Lamine Benjamin Jamal, Nico Williams, Samson Jeremy Pino, Danny Omo, Samo, and Michael Oyazabel, Omo and Esquadra, or run it main for Manoa Fromo. I'm a Piasso Ayakama, na Uramam from to an end. I set negotiation for Bayern Munich and Leverkusen for Jonathan Ta, some person will be Wednesday, by the medical, or person finalized like FIFA Club World Cup, or Kobobi, Adma Bamunchem, not Bayer Kama Manchester United, or more attach it down, as so our Malaysia, na Omuko Hotel, na Ucho Hotel Omuko, our Fano Air Kuala Limpo, and no Air Malaysia on a hotel, or na supporters and Air Church, or Yente Kaka. And no, Manchester United, and for now Bruno Fernandes still go to a way offer from Al Hilal. Now me break you off and down tomorrow. The American said United in person will lose no name £100 million transfer fee. United said Jim Radcliffe Pesica said or be rejected. Say a day at the Amawomo. Now Urama now Friday and Rupina MON-FRI Ekopemo Monaco or any board in a meeting or by no communicate here at Manchester United players and say or Tena or pay here or be no player kama na United senior squad omo aye 31 you see so far next officers no aye be kakrabi omo practice so dia ba 24-25 esa ebi ebeko eno ade ba Chelsea agwam se Liam Delap omo so peno omo nyane beye omo Manchester United form fa omo ko Champions League omo de ko dada say United in ko Champions League into omo fanamo Chelsea for Frankfurt who go Ikitike and also at Jabba Chelsea from £83.9 million. Almost so more penal. The best way come Liverpool fana will chubby a boot and chubby a dead and to a dead. Liverpool fan way a browana cocrano will chubby papa. I'm a best who I kama and no at the Dawaye Jamo as for at the Amamo. Now me patch my infant to and him say Chelsea for some transfers with beer. I'm a person way June ending. No much preparation and say no piaso etimi aye fan na mame under 17 World Cup ebetoja wakata o matimi de draw no ababo ntabe tuja na uhwe kata draw na by Ghana under 17 nka ho so far African teams makomako 9 enetimi ekoye na uhwe group bia wa group A na South Africa we group B na Morocco group C African country Senegal group C group D Tunisia group E Egypt group F so Cote d'Ivoire and group G African country no group H Zambia and group I Burkina Faso and team B at Uganda group H and group L and Mali so na nanwa da Zanzibar Abra CAF Confederation Cup Fana Tuja and we are Simpane RS Bekania Bayama RS Bekani Abra not me patro CAF President Dr. Patrice Mochepe Rusted Mona Simpa supporters Huno na Sabi Omudina Tem wa Mama Bono Manka Somu Stadium Kapa Stadium and Adoma Zanzibar na supporters in the Ekikambi and the CAF President and no Anajametin say CAF paying for some more investigation at the Tom 1 RS Bekani Bedru Airport not simple official bien or Mutna a delay 4 hours and Sanomu free as Zanzibar Akomu Team Hotel Nina Musomu Babe Shumama Pia I come Mamma Bra RS Bekani Omumo trophy no na be pay kama na be pia so the dam omunyo trophy say on the CAF Confederation Cup omu ene winners am a pia so afa eno mu peja edi akowiem na behind the scenes no some celebration here there eya kono ma ne ye fe no ene daso no na mami closing ceremony show na danati ewo Zanzibar ho eno so ene daso ye jejamo edi amao na fana no bra trophy na nkasa eso eba pitch no so no mami hu fe papa ono ene de trophy ne ba pitch no so ansana fana no presentation eba betudwa na CAF Champions League first leg in Togo Pretoria and your Sundowns for 1-1 against Pyramid na and also the new CAF Champions League trophy and also no omodiba public Emma Obia enya sa trophy no already nam ja betro pay abra omdisi stadium wo Gilberto no amehwe nie na so Obia twa first leg no kwa 1-1 and no e de dawa ye jejamu eso e de amamo na de di wie kra no urama without AC boy na ye fa no Stefan Aziski on so many feeling so your player now when in a girlfriend when you again your friend Eyeki Hamisa Mobeto now boy we or Jessica papa so far every month over $40,000 every dad AC now I just signing one fee $300,000 and what the first year $350,000 now increase course and a come Aziski so and no na Sofian Amrabat Ninya Ketwania Fano Northern Arabat on so much sana bia come and mom mamin fan to a name as a Bash digital satellite as a men can't say Ghana ye Unity Cup decoders admenya Unity Cup ni biaka no Bash digital satellite also decoders ni biaba ope Ghana Unity Cup tournament no ope biaka opa no abenya decoder ni biaka FIFA Club World Cup e mane nyo de DSTV4 beyi what the decoders on be FIFA Club World Cup no sa decoders no de bebraba sika ketua bi na betua Bash digital satellite decoder run no wo say games bia wo decoder game bia person choba no wa on sabe ka decoder no so we to decoders ni bia koton we decoder business oba no obama quality one wo to akoton wo nyamfa so bebre and what door to door services wo fie wo adwuma bebia wo bia no wo decoder ni ma problems and etiko scratches begu ani Bash digital satellite was a branoma quality decoder wo package bi odema mo boss bi so akakra bi na mo betua multi TV decoder and a Star Times decoder bia no oba Bash digital satellite wa won sabe ka bi okuma se odukuma se aprepo junction busasai na ship mu ana kotoko junction na friend was 0556 287757 0556287757 friend Bash digital satellite or Benjo so that they pay for the code hono when we do come na bia so come na daruma and ya jam on nsama wo do breaking it down touching it down no ya the Abram International ABOU DIABY Africa for the akenya no to so e di amamo
all right sir akase akwa formal luta case we jana na so 30 good minutes e di eramu ewo amanonia or the amanone several baba be there so wa kwanya so be join here Fakye TV on Facebook na we jam message me bana ma baba keke timiera ma Fakye TV on YouTube kwa oba subscribe ne kama pa na on so no we jam message na muzupi heba Mr. Maka etimiera chose droba kwa abedwa man so arejuma dia edini niema no esi etia aboa man kofu enyo mo fa hodie aboa ma ware dodo na so aboa man kofu enyo mo kiski ni omo kanchema ni nyina zo hwe na sisi onhusie so ya brante o ya bayo enkaka emmayo no modie no yewo nsemi e kan so preso ya kitisi a je so obomodie sisi wo yina se nete o ye be ma odwunso na emu apai odwunso moje die chi odwunso pampan ne die chi no ano e de no echi nse wanso bi agu ade no wo a na nso fita bi fimu be nam so ama ntahwe no adibi egugugu wa ma ba no kra no asanse ye o ya de bejo no eye amuzupi heba Mr. Mepacho eye amuzupi heba Mr. Besaboa asiesie be du akejemu obeja na so ama otwede no emu ayeden na to a Konfobo zampa uja na so eboa mane makoye pe timi era mana afa asamboa ama prostate no etimi abon banya no nko o ya baya so amakase ma bebi ncheche enye de enye akono ene owo na nsu fita bi fu ade ni mu ba ade na eba no pampan bi de eche ama ho ne yo hene wadua ama na yekro oni brema ahia ma odi aje okumio eba na se ha adwen ewo so siesie o ma bebi ye de eya akono na bebi cheche eya muzu pi bosome no yere ntoa no mako nan ne boro nso no ewo fompa urwani HMO or Heba, and our pharmacy shop ya, Yabuana Honsono, wet me, Yabia Taman to Tiano, Akuye, Kama Paso, et me Eddie Ama, Opedu Natua, wet me Edwani HMO, Amuzu, Heba Clinic, Oron HMO Tafun Shayoso, Amuzu Junction, Uncle Doc War Bridgema, Money upon we peno, Money Doc ending come 0247 776743 0247776743 na 0241988884 0241988884 ne aboa na share nkoye pa etimi emfa ema ye maame mo a ya mu ye adwuma den no so no mo nso mu wura mu ewo na so obeboa na sa ndupa no mo gibia ama magya ama na so na ne ma koye pa etimi edi ama na meguso ka se wanya 50 years erekwa nimu oyo ba na wo ye bema akwenya ba ni nyina nse Fakye TV ya bombo de adwuma de bi ba dia da so no gifted icon na gifted icon no ene se ba no nwomto unim na ni so kakra ba no zene kasahare unim na ni so kakra na talent no wa mepacho fa ho beboye brana be registration e free na de tie ne ure ne a ye beboa ma ne yanya top artist bi a ye be ma ne no etimi aye nwumenu echi no o videos ne awodo na ye be fa ho kan ya promote amwa kwa kodu level bi ano edempa ntimo a more SHS and afi more tertiary institutions awodo na akonya na be de ama wo echichi a obetimi afre number 0550 772113 0550 wo kumase a orebra na bra be romo bantama wo ba ozo pe baby a press bi asori kese no wono hona Fakye TV ewa ye ne asori ne die ne menti bra na be registration no oba fondex or system we friend Lina onjo kapede onso no obeboa na wetimi registration na nema akoyera mo on Facebook menke kakra akrasi owusu Father Friday Abu Diaby, good afternoon. Your friend me, No Time Africa. Good afternoon, Abu, watching live from Agonankum. Help me wish my lovely sister, Depa Dollar, a happy birthday. Abu Foster, I'm Foster listening to live from Konsi Drobo, and I'm Bene Emmanuel. And emojis been a right ranking. We thank the Almighty Allah for another blissful week with strength, energy, and dream. But Anthony, partner with Isco, will be fantastic to watch them on Wednesday against Yanum in the Europa Conference League for Mayola inside Kentampo, Taguana City. Promzi Junior and Promzi Junior watching the show live from Kunso Bania Krum. More update from Basakam, Filippo Kwabri Kesen. Asante Koroko should concentrate on the FA Cup. Greetings to my daughter, friend Paul Mansui Chan Felix, and my mother, Auntie Mary of Geneso, Filippo Diano Isaac Mensa. The most attractive and charming team in the world now is Chelsea. Ransford Adi, the best sports show on the planet. Fire emojis, Sebe Amakuma Infie. I watched the entire game and I'm still wondering why the goal was denied. As Asante Koroko played their heads out. And all Man United only one mission this season was to beat Aston Villa and deny Marcus Rashford a chance to play the UEFA Champions League next season. Good luck to Lendroff, Evans, Ericsson, Onana, and Garnacho. The Obombo de Edeba, Ebabe Ramu, and on Tuzono, Obetimiro de Anabeba, Yabrania Kinkain, Etimi Ediamaya Jackson, watch you live from Dubai. Real Madrid update, Kwaku did that. Chelsea 4 is not about qualification. Can you play the Champions League? Naramwa Jr. watching the show live inside Dunkwan Foam, a power line. I don't miss Fakye Sport in just a day. Please, more update inside Barcelona. MC Luta, Edu Remit Miramantimiana, quick. Yakoba Yape, Nafia Bomodena Bidafona Banadiaka, Atwasidi. I'm on the WhatsApp line 020754 3637 020754 3637. Yeah, they're all quick. Yeah, buy up it. Yaki be a Twaswede Mamo.
Taylor for.
So be joining on Fakye TV, Fakye Sport na yabo modia. Ye di Iram kama pere amount. Madrin channel reba making carry amount 02075436337 02075436337 abwa na ni amount da dimpa. Eri am on Facebook Mauze Mel Smith ready Raheem ranking also the Rama Kwakude that still hope hope day for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to win the Ghana Premier League. Zito boy is working. Nanamo Junior Amochu live inside the confirm power line and that's the way my kind Ochi Isaac. As you are live inside Kantaya Barbering Shop and as good one there Chelsea boys your day era mono Kwakude that Betis will massacre Chelsea woto on Wednesday the Obomo day etimi edi era mo edi Emma ye no here di ram etimi era wat yakọ na many abidja phone into aso serebe ya yebenya kwan ne aba fi intentem pa because ne ensem of special bibi aboko there
alhamdulillah ami adum ahode wa na so e
mezo mo wedding zo weekend no zo nya ne ye
ami adum be fine
amate ma me ma 12 minutes bi na family
ka na kra de 12 na hwe na mandu ko na me pese me ba fie ntempa ntimi amete so
o de kra hwe be boro o kwa de ahwe be boro be wi na ba be sele se me ma
mete so ama
David
pese me ba fie go na me fie ntempa de tia mo asai boys na ko dru UK we afi na mo my squad
free 50 mama 12 minutes e be boro minimum
and mo
if you are report the time you ma no tintim kra to no wasante
and mo afere
yanko
Kweku, words of advice to all of us and everyone listening to us. And then Monday, yen share hu kran yin ti hofo ne yanko yanim. Abrabona ayebo do not envy or jealous any man. Bo de ko ma onu amone de yanko. Nyame obo ni wias na wodi odi adwa obi mu. You are special on your own way. Your specialities there. Nyame de adwa mu different. The work be mu different from the work imala bi mu. Don't envy anyone. Do not be jealous of anyone. Do your work, let the good Lord bless all of us. Nyame nke ho o share nyina na edwada na otwofofo ne ya wura no adumura no emfa wi asombi opening we ni nkomo weekend ya wrap up major European leagues any domestic football ahodo a nyina na ye share ni me aka yi two final matches 4 clubs ever Europe ever compete now. Here who the Obeje Conference League on Wednesday, then on Saturday who wins the Champions League. Now no menu didn't come over Hana, ye didn't come on and make a choice. Say na me disappointed how Liverpool treaty Trent Alexander-Arnold after and come on later on and about say the boy will be part of Liverpool team no. He be on the bench, no about a final match, or Anfield, I go Pramano. So I said, judging club Unkomona Okudi, any Asemna or Kayan was the best motivational. Not Arnold, Ebinya, ADFA Liverpool. So watching the game over the weekend, and who said club, Ewa Anfield, I go Pramano. So the man who discovered the boy called Alexander Arnold, or no one Kasa Ewa Hobi, saying goodbye in front of the masses and also the thousands of Liverpool supporters are or no one a year Juma. No one who said the Godfather who no and the Baman the Wababe Alexander Arnold Ewa Park. I think say moment be anywhere now boy and every team are you so emotional. So when you watch the video on your screen and everything AD dance here say boy the echo amount for say a crocodile tears adanko dada adwe on one kasa na near Juni trim and whichever way you look at it. A family of 20 years, their emotions, speaking at the amount. And for once, watching the game, I saw the BBC commentators saying, afraid the Liverpool fans are here. I overheard them say that, afraid the Liverpool fans are here. This is a better reception than the Onya or Brighton game. No. And yes, this boy deserves this, and I'm very happy. Say for once, professionalism now. You preach say a year Juma or Liverpool abusu yakunu say and found one kwanya boy no. First they are say uncle free, any other. At least someone serving you for 20. He deserves some sort of applause on the ball. So watching the game and draft, not the results are Liverpool. Enyae nan komobe which say omo final match ombenya good results are win. Edieja amo supporters. But they drew the game and then finally. Another say goodbye. Ediama Liverpool Bushekuna. They wish him the best of luck. They wish Nia Hopi said going into next season. And what they bought or bought Edima Liverpool. Obetima Kunya Sam. Ediama Real at Liverpool one and draw our African brother, the Egyptian king Mohammed Salah.
Beye a month ago na many wouldn't come out beye projection or extra record a hodwa odi extra or share him say obetima bubu bebre na ediago and baku anaka a number of goals and as a goal involvement in a single season and ekuta Alan Shearer na all share him say obetima says and Nendra Mo Salah amikisho abako semno waje edia bible if he is a record breaker Bibia ni wa obetimi aka edia fa Mohamed Salah say in a single season 47 goal contribution that is goal and assist no Mo Salah at my side and once again was here winning the golden boot in Eddie Sini now so UK and also England for the 4th time in the career. So since I joined Liverpool, Yemo League in we na open top scorer the African brother called Mohamed Salah. I think he said boy no I now for me the obey be amaka wa hatchround. The entire why standing the contract Eddie Ama Liverpool. Adia also him sending 70 makasa all-time top scorer. And come on, he will be able to make sure say or did a 9 ABC throw. I did a projection here about a month ago, extra and Yama aka any goals. We anticipate say next season Obetima say 30 goals contribution. Then the final season with me said manner. Then discussing any conversation. Say the greatest ever player out of free foreign country. Wababo Premier League. We hope say anka emu baako na ko nya Ballon d'Or ya left him. Baby Ojina Sisi, you know, he's one of the best player at EPL no more. Kukuaje top scorer. A band of fans player ni nyina waje. Award would be a award England afu no Mohamed Salah aje. Ni tia nyeye. Had Liverpool moved to even semi-final stage of the Champions League and can come money different. But it's very unfortunate say we'll do that stage, you know. Whichever way you look at it, may you sure say Ballon d'Or be a first 5, you know. Mo Salah Eberuam the entire award disadvantage and he said and Kofobi won anima omoni season, you know, they did very well domestically and then when it comes to continental competition, it was all for Rafinha, for Lamine Yamal. Mo Salah edge just one trophy pay UK. But Eban is paid, at least they have 2 trophies to their credit. The Copa del Rey and then the La Liga. And then Club World Cup. No, Club World I'm talking about on one Barcelona players. No? So those 2 players are ahead of him. Because of double now, in the Champions League, they got into the semi-final stage. Mo Salah now eliminated in the quarter-final stage. So the numbers, but there are other players of numbers that also in the Club World Cup for Kylian Mbappe. The likes of Osman Dembele, Umbenya Kwenya, with Omo clubs, no, and Dembele in the crowd, the other so Champions League final. That is idea. It put Mohamed Salah to a disadvantageous position. I think say Emma Ballon d'Or conversation and final, but that not said no. I think say why I was say Yabonabasu season he did so extremely well, and Mohamed Salah deserves some sort of commendation. And draw. Yeah, Paul matches Nina. I posted something on my social media handle. Say for once, and draw. Na Nyankopon team was supporting Chelsea. And draw matches now a boy England. Na Nyankopon the team are not supporting Chelsea. Reason being said Chelsea echo into the city grounds. On Saturday I said it here say they will go there and beat Nottingham Forest. I predicted a 2-1 win for Chelsea. But I'm the 1-0 anyway. The entire na me convention enemy believe HM say Chelsea be quite win the match. Simple and tietia. Because when it matters most the stage in the air high, now we have big boys to deliver. In terms of charisma, attitude, and a class, Nottingham Forest, Indian Chelsea level. And a final match, team beat here results to put themselves into Champions League footballer. I think Chelsea ever what it takes to make sure, say, on base and a club like Nottingham and if you are when Jimmy as a club are not relegated, Leicester City. Final match at pressure, almost 10 stadium. Not being who can on the first one, let me have match new year. Jesse Candy and the we are sending in Akase for the first time this season under Enzo Maresca. Watching Chelsea, among who's a Chelsea above ball with composer. No, me a world compose. Attitude, not Chelsea on top. In terms of how a team defend, for the first time in the season, among the Chelsea defend so brilliantly. Fault to be any defense, no, not a dry. In terms of midfield ability, I am not so surprised. So after seeing a ball match in the end, they said now Chelsea sees Moises Caicedo as a world-class midfielder. Makawaha, and I'll repeat. In the Chelsea setup, the only player obeying that world-class status is that boy. And we're equal at their Cesar Spiliqueta Chelsea in 2017-18 season. He played all the 38 games and no as a starter. Moses Caicedo IS and Nendra once again when it matters most was signed by into the element a prove the entire Chelsea Edo player of the season, Ediama Ono Moises Caicedo. He was the gem in the midfield for Chelsea, dictated the pace for the club. Wabuamo Musaka da results. No Matie Enzo Maresca and Koba, where you should F word, Ediama man for criticizing Limrini. Chelsea and Abramovich can qualify for Champions League and news. But under this administration, Omuhu Champions League football into honor the Abramo. Looking at baby for a club, the Conference League club. Now, first season, who do do Conference League in the final? Now, do I qualify for Champions League football? One for 5th position spot in the crowd, and the decoy, but on the 4th position spot in the crowd. I think we had and can you achievement? Club awarded Champions League, the Abu semi-finals, any other. But baby over 4 minutes, waiting a brag after the Obekanina. Why are they? I'll say Bonabas. But I agree with every Aston Villa supporter and all management say, and referee Edgewominia. Matches of this nature, for once, England for they made a mistake of appointing the second most inexperienced manager of Premier League this season to officiate Manchester United against Aston Villa, knowing the magnitude of the game. Had that ball entered the net, say Aston Villa for Enya Saguna, the story like different. Bianca, Aston Villa never Champions League, like a Newcastle, Conference League and also Europa League. But one silly mistake from officiating official, until they be a cast to minimize those errors. But referee, because of how inexperienced he wasted before Sebo Ebeto. People are asking, Sebo Naka Va Ebetimiashena, but mistake or ends or Baben, and in association football, the moment the whistle is blown, the Akabi non-fat. Yeah. This referee allow playing a ball game the koi and a ball on the quarter and a who decided to say you go and you go. That is a different case. But I agree with them. Say points no but they are petitioning the FA, telling them so China say yeah, one match of this magnitude that they should make sure ABOU in appointing an inexperienced manager. Better luck to them. They did so well this season. I thought say here Champions League qualification. I was a while time. Over so I catch them say because me jam any be at remember I won't Kylian Mbappe the European Golden Boot and wafa the city now. So correlations to Kylian Mbappe. Remember how can come see that time. I was work for all time.
Hey, time I'm in the year you are for one. I can't 1 minute time anyway. That means Kylian
Mbappe is why they go wafa European Golden Boot in the city now. So say about Chairman Abbas. So the numbers are so important. Me so say my other colleagues probably will do justice to Alonso and Ebana or Ban, but I may add much now. But we will definitely delve into that too. Not your head and the more by Victor Jokeres, Arsenal for the Aquadana, yet the Achere and Rana, you know, 63 million. I'm going to an Tom Famara. Anyway, we that time which I would have one actually. Why?
Weekend in a Bibia call come out here. All the call for Guso and they are more joining any idea. Daniel Da Silva Nation says they have their destiny in their own hand. Tornado best. I'm more July from Abuase, more fire. The more update on FC Barcelona. Yao Jackson, Mbappe to ring Ballon d'Or. Magarafi, good afternoon. Watch July from Sari. Camp, Fakye Sport, no size. Paya Jakarta, no. Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Yesterday I watched Kotoko against BBN. In fact, referee no Wasakwa. Hey, and Raim Rankin. So Habib the historian or the room. Awuja K Delali watch you live from Brekuna. Yabwache, Honorable Yaluta, no. I was the honorable so I join here. Fresh and Anayabo, I'm enjoying this fantastic sports show inside Aguna Bobby Kuma. Next season 2. Gamba All Blacks. We are coming like Kakai in the Ghana Premier League. Keep the fire burning. Vas, we're 12 ni mami. Na yanko. Ne was ye nyamre pa ni yetin komo. Lord Neno, or squad in any league in any division 1 teams na babake no. Any errors be a course. So ne was ye real moba. Ti we 12 ni mami. Why?
Okay. Yancha yashafo. Na yamo nwa kwawa. Na wa wo he say Habibu Kasabiano, one who suit ni jacket no. It is to tell you, say, the guy is doing well. So what I say, and now, when you answer up on a tie, come on, be a Jina, Mamiki, which Yao Jakarta, which Yao and then,
oh, no, ya, oh, who say me, be blue, as a comfort the Anquana, the canal, the old shed to
the tire, what timpa, now where a big suit a channel. Her maestro tire, born now far funnel. Boss, Tafiaka, a back PM, and a general manager. my yard.
Yeah, no, if you're to talk,
my boys never
wristband in Canada. You know, it's Ghana.
Yeah, you do. What for that? I'm running to link up chance. You don't be another meeting on Waka. So I tell you. Only how, I demand there. We need how Biasa. But Wafa home. Polo no the any different from Biadia Washe. I have analyzed how the team played, how the players are, and I'm using it to form my own ideas. As coaches, we depend on the players, and I think they are amazing. This is Zabi Alonso trying to tell us, say, coaches never rely on players to make sure, say, they are having everything that they need to make sure, say, we are equal. He is someone that I believe, say, the 3 years I was signing my team, Real Madrid, no, I'm sure on last day. Because I believe so much that a woman saw a Real Madrid, no. Real Madrid for no penny, no matter what naba. But this is a demanding job. This is a place that they don't base their decisions on moral right or whatever. Their decisions are based on sporting decisions and how they feel say it is for the best interest of the club. So now Alonso Abba or Kanensem while here Juma and a lot of quality managers were German Bundesliga. Were making a very good name for himself. Into German, Bay Iron and Pobo Choba, you need not to a year street so it tells you the kind of job or no answer to me or Timmy if anybody Leverkusen. But if you look at Bayer Leverkusen, they don't spend big. They don't give you enough money to spend on the market. So Okohwa, Nioma ya pesa would jima any idea of form. Yemfasa any nation when you are able to supersede or target hallelujah, which of course last season ultimate supersede this a target edgy league echo boy Europa League final, which of course a very good for Nwankasane brand. Because if you look at him, baby or cover fire, any decisions I will make here to go to Real Madrid youth side ho echo rest to that B free ho a Romo a Bayer Leverkusen. He decided to go away or gather experience and he'll be ready for the bigger stage. According to now, he's arrived at the bigger stage, a place where you have no excuse. Better for Leverkusen. So one league any problem. UEFA Champions League. So one to me and Roman Kobo semi-final and as a final cry near any problem. Nobody is going to say Alonso he went to me and fire more UEFA Champions League final. One to me and buy for Leverkusen. You are a failure. There be even to team FM by for Leverkusen. And until any what G League, what Europa League final, unbeaten record near the door no. Ye born so, ye born genius no. But at Real Madrid, a entire different thing. As we speak, you started the Champions League for the 2025-2026 season. You started the La Liga, the 2025-2026 season. But if you are talking about the favorite to win the Champions League, Real Madrid, they are part of the winners of the Champions League. As who didn't come up, you will bring them in. You can La Liga. You have the La Liga now. Real Madrid is the favorite to win the La Liga, regardless players in Chromo, regardless how at the previous season. And so this is no man to me and I was paying. And no crowd to tell you that Senke Kwako born next season now, and can be a magnanimous to a coach over. But this is Real Madrid. Senka coach to me Genoma year this is Nebi and Kawama. So it tells you, say, none your man yet. So we are bringing you in to make sure and you have no excuse. They will get you what you need. They will give you the money that you will spend and everything, facilities, funds, everything is there for you to succeed. So if you don't succeed, problem the amount. Now Real Madrid team now. One problem he needs to solve. I did Real Madrid this is the anti-media more mono. How to make sure say if Vinicius Junior stay here, he will be able to play well with Abrante and Mbappe.
Yeah.
These are two fine footballers. And Real Madrid for in the sense that so Brazil are more PR mechanism making sure they are selling their players out there. France were the same thing. So a powerhouse in terms of a PR selling their players in Real Madrid. Each and every single of them wants to play on the left side of the field. Effective. So now, if he is able to sort that issue with immediate effect, Mbappe and Vinicius Junior and two of them say the responsibilities are assigned to them on the field of play. Note me yesterday in a year. Sank of Najumana is solved. Because when Real Madrid airball, now Mbappe in his element. Vinicius Junior in his element, your team now remember the bar. Oh, headache. Your defense will have a very tough day. So if he's able to solve that, earlier, I think Alonso or Chelsea he will stay beyond maybe 3 years now to me assigned. But if he failed to solve that issue, now I think there's going to be a problem. Rodrigo now also feels he's underappreciated. So he also need concern. So these are some of the problems that are yet available at the doorsteps of Rodrigo and Alonso. If he's able to deal with those things well, I'm not talking about the transfer because it can be a transfers in the place now. But if you are able to solve the problems that are existing between them, you are going to hit the ground running. And I think or not per remarried panel, a beautiful marriage or cancer and a whole lot of things. And I think a family you're happy, but this is a place you need to deliver, regardless how they see you. How or the transfer request call Liverpool if you start to fail on the field of play, they won't even think of that. And I'm sure he's aware of that. And we're preparing a manager, he's going to do the job for Team FNR. A lot of pressure will be on him. A lot of pressure will be on him. But if he's able to deliver, I think he will be one person or Team FNR. Per tactics and everything, but he is not one man or yet glued to one tactics. Was some based on opponent and if you are at Real Madrid, you have a lot of players if they are able to adapt to your system and understand on your doctrine, now they will be able to implement them. You are good to go. But I hope he will be able to solve that issue that existed between Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. Now, want to solve the egos, the dressing room. Now, I think he is good to go. He will hit the ground running and probably get things to Madrid or more and so to me. But tiny be my tire. Because we had lots of tiny one with the now. As I said, but let me say, what the end was rock a character alone to them. But still, you know, no one else 8 me could ye. A bunch of fan Eric Ten Hag. A wrong mobile for Leverkusen, and then Kwako place open here, Jeffrey Jabi Alonso. Eric Ten Hag a war responsibility so Bayaniaka say this was a fine coach before Manchester United. Or call Manchester United and normal Uncle Yam Famano or losing a firepower. If you look at him, no yes. And what he was able to build for himself before he joined Manchester United, he was one of the few managers that who didn't come to Europe and have a bomb with him because the doctrine, how are the players, the philosophy and everything up there. And he showed say he's a good manager. There are places now could take control of that field when players are available. When you are able to go to stadium meet Santiago Bernabeu, now stamp authority as a coach. It tells you how good you are. If you're able to go to Juventus home, now stamp it with authority. It tells you say you are one person now. You're a very good coach. But your son won everything he needed to win. He came to Manchester United. He won Nyoma Bakum Yunubi. But how are Manchester United for who when it's not for Manu Dalev and now he's going to a place Xabi Alonso, a young and upcoming coach, not only the experience at Ten Hag, are set standard. No, they won't settle for less now because they believe, with the right mentality and people in a year like Omudina, they can get the results going. So Alonso won the Bundesliga. He went all the way to the Europa League final. An inexperienced manager. Now you come in. Senka Omeya Sanyamana a normal job now, Babaye. Because Bayer for Leverkusen, they deal with young players, no young Tony and PSK, young balancing books, making sure young relegation. But the Alonso, now it wouldn't be their utmost target. Say we want to win the Europa League, we want to win the Champions League, or we want to win the Bundesliga. But they will be saying they want to win something. DIABY Poker is there. You need to make sure that if not for anything, you get them that trophy. And now he's gotten the opportunity to tell the Manchester United fans, the Manchester United faithful say he wasn't a bad manager. He was a victim of circumstance. The circumstance I'm a fine manager in Portugal. And also Sebi or be useless. I would for the Manchester United more. So Eric Ten Hag and I believe in him. It's one fine coach with no more near yes, yeah, Manchester United at a point in time, now or Chenyo Makakra, or Coach Kakra, Germany, it was the Bayern Munich a reserve side, which of course was near the taste of the Bundesliga, on him how else will be my enemy. It's a job for him to tell the world to say he is a fine manager. Or call Manchester United, no man fan, but still, the firepower no, a idea ukuramu, and I think that things will work for him. It will to a friend buy for Leverkusen. It's a good decision. I don't think he combo near. But Chelsea are retro on target. The time and one.
I'm not sure.
Biani actually, and she hadn't dinner. Why did my free means?
Oh, they no. Men permanent suit me my time and I'm a chato. And be a cabo with your son. Yeah, so by me cat was a janchi and a janko for 1 can. I can't was a quality designer, a quality GH, Chelsea fans, just 4th position, and you are celebrating like you have won the Champions League. I'm a large quality, the CEO of Quality Fashion Design, Comfort Room. Quality, we did about call there, bro. Near me, come, pay them out. Lazani. As you sport there, trench kid. As you know, Madrid football is nothing. Champion TM right up. I'm watching the show live inside Nkoko Adweji. Greetings to you all. It is a right up. Near me, Koye them out. Benito, the praises. God bless you guys so much. I'm Benjamin inside Nkoko Dubai. Also Daniel MON-FRI ABOU Kole Osei Dela. The show is loud and clear inside our 4. Akrodi Fakye Sport MON-FRI Miguel Ernest Van Dijk. Hello, good afternoon to you all. People criticize Mbappe is not adept in Real Madrid, but winning Pichichi and a Golden Boot award. So if he adept next season, there Amanfu Miguel Ernesto Van Dijk inside when Chishata City Camp and Raman Azuri hello no deba Ababa Emmanuel Akoko Obulebu Mechia Yepa. Those people seeking for the downfall of Chelsea on Wednesday will laugh at the wrong side of their mat. They will sleep early. Rem ranking, yes, Madrid always for trophy now for the coolest foster. We are Chelsea. That is a member of WhatsApp, not so I'm making kind. My show.
Yeah,
foul 12 any uncle. Why?
I think that Real Madrid over the weekends have said goodbye to 3 people in their football club. Carlo Ancelotti as a manager, Luka Modric as a player, and also Lucas Vazquez as also a basic player for Real Madrid Football Club.
What boy is used by OD? That's all.
I don't ready with that.
That's all for now. Come on.
I'm talking about people who have had
what's my Ancelotti?
I think Carlo Ancelotti, Lucas Vazquez, I've used by and then the side of Lucas Vazquez, so we now meet major football club. But then Carlo Ancelotti as a coach, being the coach for Real Madrid Football Club, the first spell and the second spell now has been incredible to me, has been incredible good for Real Madrid Football Club, and even to Carlo Ancelotti as a basic coach because of say Ocean career national Oba AC Milan, a coach Juve, a coach most of the clubs in Europe. No, I think that his biggest task now has been with the Real Madrid Football Club after saw the AC Milan edgy the Scudetto, G Coppa Italia, making sure say he will win 2 Champions League with AC Milan, and then he will move on from AC Milan to the side of Chelsea Football Club. When he came to Chelsea, he dominated with a couple of players at Onyomo Ewa Chelsea, and even after Chelsea, the English Premiership and then the FA Cup in his first debut season, he also made sure that he will go ahead and coach most of the teams at ultimate coach PSG, Napoli. With Napoli, when Timmy be the M-Farmer Napoli, but with PSG Football Club, he won the League 1 for PSG, and then even made sure that the PSG be qualified into the Champions League. But then over Real Madrid Football Club in 2014, it was a decision that Jesus Angel, Etimin Mbeki with Florentino Perez, Echo Father side of Carlo Ancelotti, and then the buy because of say at that time, no matter that shape project I say in 2009, making sure say Jose Mourinho will become that particular stable coach. With him, Chelsea, I a lot of things, or the Porto, a lot of things, and Inter Milan, a winning treble in 2010, making sure Jose Mourinho long awaiting Champions League winning success now, or team is successful enough, even qualifying to the quarterfinals now, they will use Jose Mourinho to break that particular curse. No team going to the semi-final. When Jose Mourinho came, he broke that curse, went to the semi-finals, tried knocking at the door of UEFA Champions League for Real Madrid Football Club for several times, but then Sardon was close to Jose Mourinho. They needed to bring in an experienced player, an experienced coach who has had a lot of spell with AC Milan players and luminary Galactics and stars within AC Milan Football Club. When he came to Real Madrid Football Club, he saw a lot of Galactics and Madrid almost set happening. Cristiano Ronaldo was there, the side of Angel Di Maria was there, Luka Modric, na Owohonom, Xabi Alonso, no able replace Carlo Ancelotti, he was there. We had a lot of people, Sergio Ramos, Pepe, and a lot of players were there. He needed to make sure his man-to-man relationship with most of these players at Real Madrid Football Club will become effective enough for the side of Carlo Ancelotti. Ofri Honomono, in his first debut season, he was able to win the Copa del Rey and a UEFA Champions League for Real Madrid Football Club. Oba Madrid in 2014, not the last 12 years, Madrid has gone, said no to the UEFA Champions League. But then with the consistent performance at Carlo Ancelotti in 2014, at the Madrid side of Real Madrid Football Club, also went to the La Liga, because not the then season, not Jose Mourinho has been able to win the La Liga with that kind of record and one strategy at all. When Carlo Ancelotti came 2014, he made sure so don't go into the finals, Akobo against Atletico Madrid, and that 93rd header now, we saw it from the side of Sergio Ramos. He changed everything for Real Madrid Football Club at that time. It was Carlo Ancelotti who spearheaded that kind of project at Otimeje, the Ladasima, at the mother side of Real Madrid Football Club. Now, under his second spell, it was a particular moment, I know Everton, and then he was actually having a conversation with the same Jose Angel, because of, at that time, Zinedine Zidane, etimi actually the letter bomb at the management of Real Madrid Football Club. So, and it was a conversation between the management and the board of directors with Real Madrid Football Club as to say Zinedine Zidane aged team away through Wakono, who should be the basic replacement for the side of Real Madrid Football Club, because at that time Madrid is moving from the Galactico style of signing, they are moving from the strategic type of signing, and that they are now moving into the generational type of projector. No making sure so Mokoto Jude Bellingham at the neighbor, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo de Guez, Kylian Mbappe Akasa say after that season, Ometima fan free on that particular method, and they've been able to sign Eder Militao and a lot of players into the football club. They will need experienced players who blend this kind of players together and make sure those kind of players will actually project, and they will make sure they will play it very, very well for Real Madrid Football Club. They saw that genius, they saw that kind of masterclass in Carlo Ancelotti at the time. Now all spearheaded Everton projects. They brought him into the Real Madrid Football Club, and in that time he won 2 La Liga and has been able to win 2 Champions League for Real Madrid Football Club in the last 6 seasons at Edema Real Madrid Football Club. He is not just a man, but then he has actually created an identity. He has actually created a well-coached value for himself as a coach. Was also a living footprint in most of the football clubs with me Abo and also with my coach we're leading the footprint. Say if you need Carlo Ancelotti, and say if you are going into trophy drought, call Carlo Ancelotti or then the Davide Ancelotti. They will come in and rescue you from that particular tena ukomuno. And when they actually called Davide Ancelotti and then Papa Carlo Ancelotti, they came into Real Madrid Football Club and they maneuvered their way, and they've been able to become most of these successful duos are complement the side of Real Madrid Football Club. Free Madrid as a legend and even as a coach, because in the history of Real Madrid Football Club, coaches Carlo Ancelotti with 15 trophies, making him arguably one of the successful managers who had ever coached Real Madrid Football Club at that particular moment in time. With Luka Modric, with Lucas Vazquez, with Jesus Vallejo, who are down for now, I think that they've all created a tattooed memory that is going to become a beyond memory for Real Madrid Football Club. But for Carlo Ancelotti, at the time, and now all the memory match in 1983 with AC Milan with the Brazilian national team, he has actually recreated the identity for Carlo Ancelotti. One person also go back to Brazil national team as a head coach. That has been the first time in so many years. Brazilian national team ever a foreign coach coach in that particular football club and as national team. It tells Carlo Ancelotti is also going on there to set another history. He has that particular president, and baby our Kobiano with just a good indelible mark at the other side of that particular football club. But for Xabi Alonso, when it didn't come on, say now Jude Bellingham will become an important player within his setup. An important player, no. He wouldn't make sure say Jude Bellingham to become an auxiliary striker and as an offensive midfielder supporting sometimes Kylian Mbappe in attacking third. What did this sound common? Also, Jude Bellingham as a complete midfielder in whom Obetimabo in a centric midfield. That means that Obeyusu Jude Bellingham either in the left midfield and also either in the right midfield and also as a deep line playmaker for Real Madrid Football Club, almost centric role. No? And that particular question raised a lot of eyebrows in that particular project as Xabi Alonso wanted to do. In the world of football, as a midfielder, if you want to become creative, if you want your name to be mentioned in most of the headlines as you are playing as a midfielder, as an offensive midfielder, you should also add a lot of numbers to your football, and that is the goal scoring charter with Jude Bellingham. With Eden Terzic-Ano Obo Edeman Borussia Dortmund, he added a lot of numbers to his credibility as a football player for Borussia Dortmund. So at the time when Borussia Dortmund, check about the numbers, and the kind of awards I would here for Borussia Dortmund are not all in the Bundesliga. And even when he came to Real Madrid Football Club that first season, including the La Liga and even in the Champions League, he gave Real Madrid Football Club 23 goals plus 11 assists last season, becoming that particular player of the season in the La Liga. And he made sure so best cemented that year. No, in the moment that Carlo Ancelotti earned that free role to operate as a double number 10 sometimes, and also as an auxiliary 9, false number 9, supporting the side of Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo de Guez last season. Real Madrid Football Club, and he was part of that particular player, or performing very well when Madrid was winning that kind of Champions League against Borussia Dortmund at Wembley Sports Stadium last season. And even this season, and the Monobon Enko, he has given 9 goals with plus 8 assists for Real Madrid Football Club. It tells you, say, or no Jude Bellingham, when you give him that particular free role to go into the attacking third now, he adds a lot of numbers to his creativity. He adds a lot of numbers to his footballer, Obenya Ediabano. But Xabi Alonso limiting him as a particular basic midfielder for Real Madrid Football Club now, I think Jude Bellingham will start to have problem with the side of Xabi Alonso. Although he's the coach, and your bet share, the decision of making in Real Madrid Football Club now, that will be final enough for the side of Jude Bellingham. Even under Gary Southgate, Jude Bellingham with England national team, who said not Omar Jude Bellingham free road to operate as a Jude Bellingham couldn't anymore. He actually makes sure to add a lot of good tally numbers to his credibility. Even at the time, as a basic solid midfielder for Borussia Dortmund, he was still scoring goals. So goal scoring attributes now has become an identity, matching up the football credibility of the side of Jude Bellingham or any other team. And I believe very well, say Xabi Alonso making sure so Daniel Florent as a double number 10, making sure say or the Granit Xhaka as a box-to-box midfielder at BIO for Leverkusen. No more a lot of numbers for BIO for Leverkusen. He should also make sure say the side of Jude Bellingham or Bonham in that particular creative number 10 as a box-to-box midfielder or add a lot of goal scoring tallies for his credibility, because a name midfielders you believe you based on the kind of numbers Frank Lampard with Chelsea Football Club. He was an offensive midfielder. He defensive sometimes was very good for the side of Real Madrid, so for Chelsea, and he added a lot of goal scoring tallies for Chelsea Football Club. So Jude Bellingham is a kingpin in the midfield, but sometimes when he goes forward, at the time the two and I say the front attackers intimidation goals, we've seen Jude Bellingham ultimately solving the problems of goal scoring problem for Real Madrid Football Club both last season and this season. And I believe Xabi Alonso name say now or cano or Binyan to Boise or no Jude Bellingham as an offensive midfielder.
About the deal more eofie, but I'm making kind of for messages Kakrani and Queen. Ransford Hardy, Arsenal has become the second club in the EPL history to finish second in 3 consecutive seasons. Guess the first club. And I'm Juniors Visca Barca Catalonia or Bombardier to us. And I'm the coolest Foster. Why is everybody talking about Madrid? Madrid, Chelsea and Caspos on one. Fakye TV, Abu Dhabi, Habib Mohamed, no, they say yes also. Now, Habib, I can't Chelsea as him. Are you here? Why? As if you continue to talk about Real Madrid, you will not get, Chamai. And only there, not Chelsea for the exam. Habib, now can't Chelsea as him.
Champions League in Kenya, we are so much qualified, but maybe I know more than Joe, but Joe Mania, Chelsea. I was never cry about more Europa, I move about conference in Yamboa.
Wednesday. Saturday,
Wednesday.
Good afternoon, champion Abu. Thank God the league is over, and I'm happy for my team Chelsea making it to the UEFA Champions League next season. Will be interesting for football lovers. I hope you and your pundits are fine. Dr. Catalyst Pandu and Odifia Bababe Rama. Congratulations to Barcelona for winning domestic treble. That's La Liga, Super, Copa de España, Copa de Rey. The 2 or 3 addition will be winning the UEFA Champions League next season. Wishing my dear sister Ohineye Betty at Konongo Domiabra a happy birthday from teacher Lavito Bekwai Denya Sen Odifia Bababe Rama. Fakye Sport, you are the best amount. And I'm watching you live from Agona Namara. Keep up doing the good work. The also Eddie Era. No. Ozia Fakye TV, I'm call on God. Please, I'm from Tepa. Now on God, you know, Ozia a more update on Real Madrid. The other Era. No. Abu Dhabi, I'm inside Moshizongo. Said Nat Barber Shop. You guys have been doing a great job. Please, Bruce shout out for an update, please. Unia support it. Greetings to you and your viewers. And please, it's Liverpool crew signing vet. More Grovin John. And the vet, the ano, Omuguso, or more Kanya, but it is very doing the head thing. I want to be Baby Jumaria Mama. Abu, I'm focused. Watch you live from Manson. Chelsea. The Odi Eram, this KB so from Top High. Asim Grasunia, Asim Fosu. My darling club, Sunderland, is back to the Premier League, and we are here to stay, to win the league. Greetings to my senior and former playmate and co-defender. The EAC, Lutaken Senior. You do all. You're also a dear bear. Good afternoon, please. Is Man United going to get good players? Please update me on Manchester United transfer. Monsieur, wow, friend, Prophet George from Asante Mampon. Prof, I'm the kind of Matthias Cunha Baba Biram Tibia. Don't want to join it, but on-board Champions League in the Umbre Kakra. Good afternoon, Fakye TV. I'm Jeff, and I'm watching you live from Moti region. Jessica, greetings to you. Mate, no, the answer about you looking nice, pal. Watch you live from Wenchi. I'm Sandra. Me say we need the more the better as a 7 hour. Why? Good afternoon, Fakye Sport. Watch you live from Tepa Susu. Welcome back to the Santiago Bernabeu. Chabi Alonso from Abu Sule Bobo, Nedi Alonso, Eddie Ram. I'm Variety, watching live from Enche, New Zongo. Keep up the good work, Fakye Sport. Yeah, that's it. No, they are also Odi Ramu. Good afternoon, I'm Icon from Abisim. You are doing a great job. Please update me on Barcelona. And I wish you good afternoon, Abu. Was it Chelsea proved all their doubters wrong, especially Guy Neville, Jamie Redknapp, and Jamie Carragher from Denis Asum and also thank God for a brand new week. We did your back, Fakye Sport all the way. Pastor Ike, Church of the Lord Brotherhood, and Odiramu. Good evening, Abu. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Why is it always one complaint after another after every weekend of the Ghana Premier League? This can't help our football grow. I'm James Kemick, watching live from Amponti. I'm just issue last time we was here. See a ball league. Nanya kotokone has na references you omo a oka hwe nkoba bia ti da bi omo na the complaints ne beba more fire. Abu Chelsea is coming back with the fire. This Tete Eric inside Fresipa hono difi Bababe Ramo Sebuju from Jine on what criteria should Black Stars come call Kwame Poku ahead of Steven Amankona? It seems that this issue, everybody about to discuss it. Hi, good evening, Abu. Watch you live from Seria Sanrineso. Keep up the good work. Razak, need the Seri at the area Monono. And I wish you good afternoon. My name is Godfred. Chelsea, we need Champions League qualification than Conference League trophy. You're not sure about I don't know. Big ups to my father, Ricardo Vaz, the special one, Maestro Abu, you as well. Sikan. As this can no Ukraine on any contumely. Chabi Alonso work will be just one season. They will sack him because Barcelona will beat them wherever we meet. You know, Estica Junior, Yabando, Yamach, Umbobi, because was more from Pa. Abu, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Keep it up. As a happy birthday to me. Lukman, watch you live from Manso. Good evening, my guy. God bless you so much for the fantastic work you have been doing. I really like your sports show. Please, more update from Barcelona. I'm Benjamin from Nkoko, Dubai. And also Eddie Eramu. And we Swala Madrid. I'm Kofi Rasta from Chufu Praso. And Odi Ramu. Good evening, Fakye. Please, I'm Kofi Maka from Atasin Quanta, please more update on FC Barcelona, Kumasi Asante Korokokan, Visca Barca, and on the tour. So, hello, good evening. I'm Edison, inside Kintampo. Keep the good work up. Fakye Sport, Papa, Fire Mojizu Abu. Chelsea are happy because they are coming to torment that club called Barcelona from Onismos, second D. Asaman, okay, Mamre. Saman Sudu, Ono Difibe Ramanyani Yamon Fanchemena. Hello, this was it this Kwesi Park, Mufasa, inside Ahafo. Was it big up to Liverpool? Barabu, Ricardo resembles a friend of mine. Ask him if he has been, as if he have anything in common with Ojas Rama, Fakye Sports, big up, Chama. I don't know Dinechi. Ojas Rama na Dinechi. Ojas Rama on Dinechi. Why? Ojas Rama na Kulelo.
David.
Ojas Rama na don't know.
I want to don't.
Okay, Ojas Rama ni Ojas Rama don't ya. I will say I'm alive. Real Madrid will never win the Champions League again. Mark my word. Esteka. Oye, nyame ananse ona ashase no de day anim no na ohyehe. Mazo de edi anim na Esteka na hyehe ho. Wa babo e boy kai lo kre kan wa se. Esteka de oye yeji na masesi ni fi emfa ne na masesi na bra be she na kase fa de kosi lo.
Because almost
Esteka. Onu le chezo lo ti ase mo de.
Esteka. If I am alive, you never play a game.
No, I don't know. Fellow Sumano. A Real Madrid fan said the same thing in last season that as far as Mbappe has joined Madrid, Barcelona should be Barcelona to from them. Mr. Abu, see what happens. So they shouldn't say same again because Barcelona is the only team Madrid fear. Giant Samuel from a scene a chance in the room. Sorry, Barca should be. Mr. Abu, please let your pundit know that anytime Real Madrid get a new coach, a new player, Barcelona beat them more goals, so they should get ready for that. They are also at the bar yet. No. Benjamin, the Odifi, Nalungi, the Ramu, Ewan. Please update on Ghana and Nigeria Unity League. I'm saying, Baba, Yababe Kanwa Senabwa, Maniama Kuye Peti Meramantiera, Yabden Hukuma be about Beba, Ababe Transfer. Manamo come for the amount said Dawood ointment, Dawood 360 capsules, on Jodi Awake Chikakra. I was about Modena Coco Geneboa, a Dawood Eba Hospital, and I know my bomb did Yaba. Say, no, a Bema, what did I see? Dawood for Bema, didn't I see? Names that I'm dog bow, Kazen, Canadian, near Dura, didn't say. Yes, so Caniana near the Adenas and Wadenos. On 2 diano, 8 million Caniana Gisia, not just on Zubridge Mapa. A dear Berman, a Kija, Cockney, Bebuano, Janaso. Now, Dawood ointment, need Dawood 360 capsules, Yadia, the Beboa ye papa. Need an ointment, says as a brown tutu. And they know Usisi ya na boze nyumbi ane tuma jonku me si me nko to dwe ni ade ni na yo ya na cheze no doso do oje ne no Dawood 360 capsules no na wanom Dawood ointment na dia for be boara we jan na so na nema akwera manya nu fie du mi ense no mi obo ma akwara no fo ntimi no bi and afi obo nyem so no entimi no bi pharmacy shop bia over the counter and arwani chimo eba shop asi ma Dawood ndupa ni bi ne kan yo de a ozi ma sawini na dro no na ebu ejuma pa man kofo John Manas fa do kana ma no 0244886437 0244886437 na 0201681717 0201681717 frɛ na any doc any common on board na nema ende da ye kama pan fama na so no na na so ye papa na maka sɛ ne ye da na form ni na ne sɛ ye the fatal insecticide spray ne call na ba ababira maka sɛ tontom no da hɔ a the oba be de nyo ne ka wo no oba be severe ground so no obo nsa da wa bet enwa dana enwa tutons apobeti onayo no mu ye meeting ni twa ho hia sa so ngosu agenkofo dem aboso tefren kitikiti bi age dem aboso na obo nze mo amoto nua no wa bonte no obo nze ene no mo na kofu di filimo nze once na be guso eyo de me patro de ababo no e fatal insecticide spray e na call mo call no so a more than 10 hours ni susu gbejuma enkofa kate bi amfa brɛw eni susu aboni bi awo so and insecticide spray no boa e ma dem wo yihwam pezanze niema ye de aye no e ma no yihwam tiwe no ode bo ba akokɔ akwa kuku no ma miense eku ntontoma ma no na esa ma dem wo yihwam onya hoho a obizaze na air fresh okɔkɔje ne enye no kre e fatala insecticide spray no na nipa no agia o use a boa man ma ko yere man tia no na abedwa man so mo ane mo provision shops no pedodo na obetimi afa number ni e di bi abra obekwe no a ene use a boy 0599 315600 0599 315600 eti fatala in insect out na just say no tie fatala insecticide spray and a quell no one e di adwuma boa man ma ko yere ma na mo mra me ba pe na afi a sha se di nkomo e wo fie
pole no wa tele no ka ye bo mo ye
no na ye team no Saturday Habib confirm say match no no mu fi ade omani chemo Turkey after Turkey no na omodi omani ewramu e wo UK a hono e corner Unity Cup no ya akwa but mo ye hwe o ma rival na kakra na yenko anim ne hu sere nema esi eti team no e arrive ye ni ehwe ma ene na ye technical team no na eba ne management team pay for do na e wo krodium a na afi so kra no in place ni bi na ne omo ekokokowura mu kanea na omo hwe na omo akwakoboabo omo na niam adaye kama pa etimi edi amaye na ntotoye no adaye etimi edi amaye to my rival no aropa be to ani ze no na omo kɔ place no omo ba dodo ba kakra na na ewo no omo bo mo de workout kakra nyina nze the assistant coach John Pinto and lead omo agide mensa on say Lawrence Atizigi na wahu nei in local guys no me number 1 Benjamin Asare no na wahu say Razak Simpson aba na no diwa Kwame Poku baye na goalkeeper Joseph Amantete eti omo na emranti anra ye ball mo de omo chance ye boa manema ko ye pe timi ye mo na after no na na Ghana for apa like kakra say na tournament a ye kwa akobo na wi a ye boyfriend game de mo me hu mranti ye kwa akojama bo ejuma na ti na no pa ya no mo de squad na bae na senate Lawrence Atizigi, Benjamin Asai, Joseph Tete Anang, Gideon Mensah, Ebenezer Anand, Mohamed Salisu, Stefan Ambrosius, Aaron Nessel, Razak Simpson, Mahmoudou Kamara Dean, Caleb Yenchi, Abdul Saleh Samed, Ibrahim Suleimana, Abu Francis, Majid Ashmeru, Abdul Aziz Issa, Lawrence Ejekum, Christopher Babonsu, Jordan Ayu, Thomas Asante, Felix Afinejan, Kwame Poku, and Mohamed Gaddafi Fuseni. And they're part of squad now they are USG or more the Omwaji Belgium League, you know. Tiams Gaddafi Modemon and then about Babi Duma. I know dear Boamana Makoye pay to me. Remember, near Baba Bob the other stories. So, but my mission for a few. So, finally, a squad and about MSA by, you know. It didn't send me BBB. When I can't answer your buy your league in this Wababi Dion come on.
Well, you see, we are in a country, I think it is high time people are Yamo Mutumi say Omudia soon able to keep the citizens and then the ordinary Ghanaian serious. Okay. They should understand whichever position I occupy, you are there in the interest of the 33 million people are Eukuma. Football for Asema, football for Yabaka will say. Born won't come here to about to be pram here no the Congress it is true. And ye in a pram will but the truth of the matter is that say football people are 7 people of Ghana. Yeah, Gitum say why am first in your musica a do what and your taxpayers' money. But according to a Black Stars according to you do mighty seeker and the finance Black Stars a who can be or mine is the national team coaches any place neka. So match, we have a more appearance fee, you have more pay diem, you have more bonus any idea. Or mine is a you been an organized tournament we and on the Ghana account. Yenim Sesika. I don't know the ins of this 4 nation tournament about that much. I'm finding the details, I'm yet to get the exact information. Say and said that important games are and my neighbor and NASA organizers nisika no mo dia ma efine no ane dey find a trip no but until then I know say whatever we do Ghana ban and the bohunka when it comes to your national team now we say yeah the Black Stars two kwan afri krom ha akwa drew UK players are report to ama efe no Black Stars official handles opposed to players need before say you be communicate e dia ya I think a disrespect. Okay, I'm not going to say, yeah, now, so squad, no, yeah, now, so before, and it's a BB, quick, as a BB. As a BB. Even club, even club, that's what I'm saying, say, and make it sense. Sporting wise, it make it sense, and farmer, the fans now, yeah, canvas, bring back the love. Ghana, phone in answer, and near my dog team, no, near making sure some mobile match. How do I support a team that I don't know the players that are going to play? Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man U, Chelsea, Mumba. You name the registered players for the season. Yeah, but come match out 3 days, especially when it is a trip match. Say Chelsea, but call Akobo Conference League finals, and we had more Wednesday. At Chabus, you see the Conference League squad or Moko. Yeah, about Champions League match. Now Madrid, you took Kwaya. You name said 2 days or 3 days before I come to remember. Even the Akobo match, you who squad never. How much more a national team? Yen static and I say, we would say, we would a full squad that they be a Kobuni. In the end, they are free new players, new names, any faces, everybody. Makan we were. Nobody was expecting Kudus Mohammed in this squad. Nobody was expecting Thomas Partey. Nobody was expecting Antoine Semenyo. Because you say we know. And yet, match Papa Biaza, an invitational tournament, and the year we need this opportunity for Utualo to get clear of the team now. Or say, and there be a Kudus anymore. Who is the next Kudus I fixing? And Semenyo Bino, Ina Kibino, why near the neighbor? These are not the big boys, but the new face is not urban, and you have one door urban. So that Ghanaians will get to know that you're Black Stars now, you're support in the Indy squad here at the Hui. Me know me and why it's here. Now you can't carry 3 months. Now you nimbu one in say on the body. It is not our duty to name the squad before the coach. And yet, a minor and also confronted their songs or Masudi. Say, I'm on this squad with barbecue and you say, oh, you team you went there, the only the job, yes, sir. I'm squad never Ghana for scrutinize it. I criticize it, I can never add the unnecessary pressure anywhere. When you do the proper call up. So, afraid those who deserve the call up, why are you afraid of criticism? If we are saying everybody, the obey be now Madrid Galactic stand me and criticize you.
Yeah.
Barcelona J travel near and criticize you. Now we accept Madrid 4 out of us, but still, people find a way to criticize Barcelona constructively. And to do the right thing, people will criticize you, but it will be constructive criticism. But when you are afraid, send your way, and you are not doing the right thing, you are not getting things on the tracker, that is when you fall. So when people criticize, and you are necessarily pressure, you take room. Why not know him say, I say, my friend of Black Stars? Who is going to criticize? So we criticize, say, sorry, a friend of Black Stars. Probably maybe Nipa can say, you will go keep a B, C, B, O, B, B, and more than what I was listening, sorry, ABM, you say, yeah, man, and now so we can be constructively. That person might say, said, now, sorry, NAA number 1. Oh, here enough playing time, this 4 nation tournament to build the confidence. Maybe I'm far at Tizigi and conquer them. Obismet Makari, Tete, Anna, but I don't see a name. Yamani the opportunity. These are positive and constructive suggestions. Obian you are 7 now being any fear. Or best I say, hey, I don't know, do the right thing. And people will tell the right thing. Jordan Ayew is in this squad, not because Jordan wanted to be there, but because he's the leader, he's the captain at the moment. So the technical team and Mpenifone Force, Jordan should come and make sure that all the new faces who are coming as a captain, he welcome them, introduce them in the team, and make sure they find comfort. And yet, idea obeying him, common sense, understand that. Everybody will support you. But the situation whereby, as a whole squad now, we say, what they can find in back door near the air, and people will question. Now, another criticism, meeting media, under 20, and we are, and the NTM qualify. We've seen 2 players from the under 20 into the Black Stars, and you're positive. Because they be a cassette. You're making sure that the succession plan we move them from one level to the other. And let me tell you, Mahmoud Abdulaziz is a Black Stars. You see, I am one person. I believe Abdulaziz is the call up to Black Stars a long overdue. Watch it. The time that Nami Mimus also a friend, and one more he dreams a drew semi-finals for Africa Confederation. Now all topic go king Africa Confederation. I felt that he was right for Black Stars. Young friend. Me what inside information, the reason in here I am friend of Black Stars, and of which I agree with them at that material moment. Now he is here, or under 20, no, now we are ever boy, and what he was any, or we went to have a criticize the time I know, yeah, they were clubs and my friend, and now Barcelona Athletic, 26 minutes spent when you're out there, and my friend. But I will support that because I felt that we're passing through the ranks and given the little opportunity, now under 20 AFCON, he has still proved that although at Barcelona, I am not getting enough playing time, Barca Athletic. But whenever I don the Black Stars, I say the Ghana and colors, no, I'm that good player. It's a friend, we need any problem. I don't think most Ghanaians ever have a problem when it comes to Aziz Kola. The next player, Aaron Excel. Also from a local and also a youth ranks, you know, passing through, you know, I think he said, baby, I know, you know, or no, here that exposure. Wababuni, our Black Stars. Yes, Wababuni, our youth side, anytime we are call up. We drew the stage, simply from the ranks now are passing, maybe a wordry or deserve what? No question. But so when there are people on the position and now say, than the 20 side, I think the A, B, and Komukra, every year, but they false or no, I go to the rest. I have no problem. Your friend Omabot Niko and Fort Thomas Asante, when Ubia, there are 2 players on Mababa Kamiko Kumeniaji. For Muhammad Gaddafi, President Akwaba, former President of Libya, Akwaba, or first call up. Why are there? And the Mao Club, Eunice and Garland. Those of us are a follow almost season, you know, Yahoo money, what then they deserve call up. Mimi ne Asembiaka farm. But 2 players are, I am happy for them. But I fellas are Fenejan. Or any Jan. Time or yeah, a foundation to announce what this waban. Yamananti. There are a lot of people who believe a compensation call up. Utuado want to make things right this time. Most Ghanaians think I find a gentleman baby and a rice named
also everybody.
And say most people believe say the rice now went to me and will be so doing the year because they fall say ABOU young for 4 nation we and revival and he need and make sure Africa back. I have no problem. 6 goals, 3 assists in about 26 or something games for Juventus or more other side, you know. And it's not that bad for him there. But I think the time I not go here. But I'm happy for Salis Abdul Samit. Yet in a drop nature, it will crack over. But Sunderland are back in the Premier League. Weaker Sunderland, Wabua, and making sure say, I'm in the Premier League. Not was saying Black Stars.
They will come for you to Kuba. I'm careful.
My criticize they may criticize. I'm happy for some people.
Yes, sometimes
I'm happy for some people.
Sometimes my issue. On a verse in the young cannot cringe. Hey, on Ironesa, 1 page agency woman. We on one na 20 say 3 times using 2 times. We all be changing and then and na 23 no on qualifies for one na 20. Or continue more. Anyway, the Cody red card man. Now I'm going to way so why they do? I don't know. How much me I call up not clearly. I'm going to see a voice near Bobo Kumano. I'm assuming for so good. Why do you do that? I don't know. Yes, sir. Never sure what you wear a pow. But me, baby, I'm at some. Me just a one. No, eh? No, man, so you have to be on eh? You're near my dear Koso, the FA president. 30 years of Kuku. And then a technical analyst. And you're more be a place in the and you total disrespect, eh? I don't know before when you become Chelsea, but Chelsea paying for a very work.
When you guys say,
but then you can't in the Posias market. Everybody of football. Ever so that's what
fighting for a player. You have rookies.
This is your competitor. I was 16 games that said goals. Who will be on the last season? Go to me and walk over for no. Or no, never better for glass scholar. Not go here, qualified. Yeah. Now, yes, go over saying. And now, for 10 million, I said, now, I'm not going to
do the money at the
or no, first, you can't share football. Sat or do a some more type. No, but you can't share football. Don't want to carry people on for more. And do it.
Very sad.
Because opening the come on fighting they not call on the ticket of Air Chelsea. Somebody on the Chelsea just is name. Some money ought to coin to a number or Chelsea ticket no one. And obey.
I was almost suspended on grass.
I tell you, long go, but give me the Chelsea here. Me next one. Now me am going to come here and Casano. Me am going to come here those of Casano. Me a Chelsea goalkeeper, now me a Chelsea panini. Now we who those of Casano. Because Otessa Escomember National and Pasovena was so the match me Chelsea. Pasovena was so. Yeah, charge womu, yeah, you almost say, or pleasant to me, Kunyanko, yeah, blasters. Still, as we Escomember. Say, see, I'm no say, who interview no opportunity, who benefit Nicola. Panaman cannot to Kruma. Now, all your Chelsea, Nipauze, Ubufu, Ubuntu, you that. Ubuphobia, Mabumfu, Nipana, walk, Escodeson on your ticket. Not catching on the same. Into all honor, as some men walk into Chelsea in Quadia. Okokan, you better send a you send a will come and so, or do a soft Esco member. Or boss said you Ramos and you the money heavy. Or dream bomb from Chelsea. A Chelsea soon and not all. We a Chelsea fan, I'm Mabumfu. We a Chelsea player Mabumfu. Who Esco member managing the 40 million or so many other allowance I will do one main. And no corner quiet on Fakye Mrewa. Member Bumphobia, Mabumfu on Casa Wesco member, and in Paniform taking decisions. Okoye school member no fa imam, but still each and every single time that's to work.
The second time.
Obia would dream phobia, Obia would dream phobia, Amankona, regardless where you sit. Obako the Kwanfa. But the time of goals was selling matches, you know. This is your boy Nassim. This is your own Paman Konassim. Look at the goal he scored in the MTNFA Cup. Why I suppose him. How many strikes in Ghana you million with my that goes? You may have power or see in your mind all that. But if indeed he is performing, give the guy opportunity. A 2 years school member now we play a level of performance a bit more pushing out to blaster score of move. Now been probably be a transfer in the baby mat Tom of Chelsea against Capano. Also 1 year now but no a defended to normal way. I told you why into my Chelsea fan be a boom or move from West school member. No. This call up no any home sense no. So yes will be dear no chia will be now be o Casanana phone belly. O Casanana phone ringy. Because somebody to be like, oh man, never flow, say, calm down. The sometimes I can hear myself saying, you do like was on Tasso Corey. Now, my name is soon. That's a who's what he tip and off you. So I call up here, I call up here that we are. Some day after Afinajan, you buy a rice here for Afinajan. The time nobody was willing to lead an attack. This young guy, and only 9.50 sacrificed to come to a national team. No. Played for Young Blasters to qualify against Nigeria. It will see at the call up a World Cup near your Martinez in China.
Go for Williams. I was who Spanish.
On the year, and now Abrantano is not even ready for Blasters call up because of any feed war. Juventus net general, their back of friend. We were ma as your friend or ma. Just to make a point, say a friend or ma. What is the important in this call up? And for so be a so. And for so be so in this call up on MON-FRI. If you go through the squad, now Chemudi na Oba, yes, I want to be the Aaron Asia. Or no, under 20 no crowd went to Yambo, but he qualified to play for the Blasters. And he is more important than that defender, you know, war so a defender.
Ultimate bars right by, left by, center. That will be cheap. All got around in Bobo Pow.
And you are a better chance how to run for defender.
Ebenezer man. I'm up on those as uncomfortable. I'm not there. Crab everyone there. Still Black Star. Who's a Ghana? No, your center backs you are consistently. How much is you control on your boko? Or more free, say full. Ebenezer man. Bakone Wahaba. Razak Simpson. Zakaria Fusini. Nah. Omo ya be for mo no mabo league na chepa wo experience wo pa aba no me say akwa no oye solid rough
ibusa aba no na miam dia ka asem say ni team one and then away
oje koko board
Blasters or your management member
baba no the grams on ye ne Niger ni we no.
If you look at the boy on can show but here ya kofa yon eselaba under 20 no crowd went in Yamo, but yes, a Blasters.
No, me Aaron Essel, no, Kwaku. Essel is a good player. But me, I say he present it. I will not to be present me agency will be one in the Amami Disaster.
Maybe I will impress you, impressive money.
I mean, I am a member of Bufu, a member of Bufu, a member of Bufu. I am a call out. This player didn't quite it at 23. Nobody on your mommy Bufu. On your daddy,
impressive, but
no, this guy on Ironessa, no, I will be cheap. Ultimate cross back forward, baby. Now, they are one on your contract cost collar, and on what you call USA. But when you call up on say, you will obia the baby or do alba. This same way, when next you know, hey, what about baby 222? Our boat, they say, no, or what? I don't know, I fatal shall come the lad most squad now, or Modia Coegita, or Moko do, I was here do, I mean, school members say, Cosama, play a woman, play no Casatino. And one motor. Oh yeah, must have been under 20 captain. Now what there this same player and I'm unqualified. Mutigana na my yadina say would deep players a word to that. What's that?
And sometimes I'm at one of the D na has to be back. No be catch him say bring back the love. Na the team so pa na metia. As a man can make campus bring back the love and because sometimes the ethics of your job it keeps you in check and don't mean cancel me. So your partner would do no more. Never will what's now and who pretty you. Would be not of now, Mamma can't tell me say, Mami nka boy ntumi tiri ho. Now beba now so they what they afin up boy. You go carry also what they afin na ade de ho. Ba me de mami fa bleed nka. Untumi yes ade ne fa nkyere me. So it's also on na udi en football. Na who preach unity, who preach love, who preach bring out the love. You don't do stuff to make sure say all scatter the little love when you feel blasters. First of all, a total disrespect. But so between 70 misika, yet misika, a vat near daddy, and call blasters for yet that pays money. Now we call up, I call up Nima, over call up Nima, and blasters on our Moka.
I call my show, and I'm in the arrow. Squad 20 to 24 year my friend. Yeah, next call up a boy call for one baby now 15. I'm on Bobby Mundu 15. Tiana Modi national team media.
He wants to have a fair idea of players I will be here for. They qualify match.
To add on chain, no, so this is so we are two Christino. On chain, you be on there. I know the mobile you or the mobile call any 19 Namasha free. Or once on my tete on any day drew or met tete. A Panama Akoshe player the body or more. Santa Abib Jayena, Abib. You don't do that to where? Oh, that. You won't come over our intimate function on a higher quality in League now. You also say and support my league. Oh, yeah, Asan, the Yabana Kudus, mine or the Ben, and Kudus money come out the Yari or Monana and then an Campo. Do Mofagana for the Maisu, or Mofagana for the no, whether Cavalo Cowboys come away, or Rex has been no come away. No, that might show that near me come on. Oh, that I am a commas and my enemy defend them all. And all that I am a catch also. One major problem I won't can pay national team callers. A problem, big problem. What was the way deserve was so, but no way you not change. No, my for we no way you not change. No, my for no way you not change. No, my for no way you not change for we. So, oh, yes, I don't know. Then the panel no bobo deserve so one number. Who win a bum? Now, say, I am a decision one more bobo. You never fair one. Oh, for real. I enjoy it. Okay. That you're not on No. Sometimes, you know, my strategy are hey, some footballers are working very hard to be do level. Now we always see to be sure money a comfort player. We are not the squad is here. And I'm on fair. I don't know what about to. My shoulder and a cacrani and coin. Your name will my share a power. I said, we partner my line, man, near them. Called your moy and the boy. No, my
Africa. Open. Quite fast why the 4 African trophies near Ghana. It was based on local players. The grade 75, 78, 82. You're dominating with local black stars, and you're dominating with local players on board the map. I mean, both Mass and Tokotoko House of Cook and other clubs are not more at the moment. Almost players in the dominating. Half of these kind of national team players, no more Kotoko 4 players. 65, half of them, no more Kotoko players. 78, half of them, House of Folk, Mass and Tokotoko. 82, Kotoko House of Folk. And even coach Odia dominated 3 times in a row. He was a local coach. He was a typical local coach. Yaba Africa Hanuma, 84 dominated 206, 208, 2010. Omu players who dominated African Cup of Nations. Most of them not me a local based players. Do you know the reason why International used to local based? Because they were doing the local league very well. Egypt. They were doing no more brand local league very well. More investor, more pumping money into the local league. So even at 2006, now we had other Ghanaian players no more travel to Egypt, Ecobom National League. Now we had other players in 2008, 2010. We had Ghanaian players. We have other African players. Now Egyptian league, it look attractive enough to them. I catch them say a free 95, back 204, 205. Ghana league. It was a standard one. And even most of these clubs, Zamalek, Ali, TP, Mazen, Benis, those kind of clubs, they look up to a Ghana proper local league. But because of the administration of Ketokuru, only a local league, when it comes to national team caller, most of these local players now to me believe you say or more consistent performance during last season and even this season. Because a local league when it comes to Ghana national team call-up, those local players attract enough for them to earn that particular call-up on the body of the national team. And Stephen Amanko of Brekum Chelsea. Last season, the side of, Brekum Chelsea or a top scorer award, local league. Yeah, both Ghana Black Stars and I say more free players to merit the Ghana Black Stars, and at this particular crucial moment in time, yeah, Stephen Amanko Stephen Amanko the Ghana Black Stars squad in Canada because of say Adenya or that kind of striker with the Ghana Black Stars. Who tells you? And as someone I catch you say the start of Stephen Amanko to be the Ghana Black Stars. Attitude football when it comes to field of play, manipulate opportunity. So one opportunity that's when Timia merited that kind of opportunity now. We know how I limit Makasa Asam. And when it comes to player selection, coaches are Ghana Black Stars and I said to create administration from Ghana Black Stars over the past 3 years. The collapse no more by the national team is being manipulated by the EV people. Nanka manipulation and can't mean can't say call up now and I say a dinner was so merit the Unity Cup no and was say back after say who players never fly at the Ako UK. No, Obi and yes I man. Obi and one man or yes I man. Now the Thomas Tuchel announced the England call up. A lot of people tabloids the England criticized the Ginto of Jordan Henderson. What changed him into Jordan Henderson? As a leader in the national team, and he needs to come and make sure to be leading the new generation of England national team. What church they are England for not to say, I'm criticizing as the reason of Jordan Henderson. So if say all the call up and as a line up and ever, that's it's not criticize here as the duty of these kind of FA people and even the coach. You people should come out and explain certain things in here. Some players deserve it, the call up for national team. Some players who deserve it, the call up for national team. Some money yesterday be amount na them are selecting players. Now the players now share Ghana Ghana Black Stars national team. Now these players now are more agency status. No matter on that platform. That means you're not doing very well to help Ghana even as a country. Ghana. Now, football. No, during those days, the football was a particular instrumental tool. Now, Ghana as a country very high. Then the FA people, you're not doing very well to help the country called Ghana. You're not doing very well to help the country called Ghana because it seems that most of the FA people aligned with the Ketokrekono is their self-parochial interest to bring their players on board, making sure some of the players never on board. Some merited that platform, some they will get a lot of contract outside. The Ghana Black Stars will be someone's farm. Or Tony sees every year no market no but then or betona discount the gun bottom but the country and the people in Ghana having interest in the Ghana Black Stars we wouldn't have that share of that particular cake when it becomes like that Ghana Black Stars Marco Trophy draw since 1982 because what me catch him say after the Afrinajana crowd for so many years. I felt the pain.
Have you not around for the way of everybody? Well, boy, we did what the other nation of
I believe you will be African. What is the I believe you.
But after that, I was saying, Ghana, some of colors and for who yes, out some of our color.
I believe you. Which appear factor now.
No, I believe you. Some crown of who issues. And yet, at this idea, say, I said no canon and handle. But I am not or her money now that Ubu has to cinema netie, on any papa tier, the mamma and the papa or Ghana. You are saying when to have time or more Casapay, time or jam or no more cry.
No,
but a woman I am on a cannon. No, I'm a share with you. The bizarre question when the party is asking when I buy man canoa.
Well, could you tell me who's over at this moment? I need the Black Stars platform. So I believe you can. No, I know. But at this
point, this is a person that could see a piano friendly player. Benjamin whatever. He was vehemently complaining. But suddenly be and you think say Ubenya results are open. When you are outside the circle, you complain. Ubenya circle when you are doing your own complaining to a man for, and you think the blasters in the me, I'm highly disappointed in Keto Kraku. The reason why I had so much belief in him.
You see that nonchalant guy, Sir Calipian. Yeah. Mind you, a fine chapel. Also kind of 24 hours for a while. Fine chapel, but grab a lot of far one time. Because that I don't know Baba Raman did
timing factor no their friend is no.
Baba Raman did no. A fine play on the ball, but Bomber share league now. You saw share Premier League.
Foul players, Papa Crowley, Quaco Bobo, oh baby, as soon as Ozi, Ocean League Bay. The Bogle Gukruma.
Hey, you do Ghana Premier League.
Molly Gukruma.
Players no crowd was saying.
Molly Gukruma. I want to hear and do him. Sometimes I am not be a day. No, be see an name in pay by a name a day. Chama Griffins, on one day in charge of Kotoko Putuko Niadiano. He said, and many interview catcher and say, Jensen Trophy and say football. Sadly, see a tune baby and Jensen Trophy and the man. These are the things I really like when it happens. So you are credited, so you can be on the field, see and start a ball. No, we are from Surabesi Park. So now we are so Jenny. Police for Pia say free park and so Abra are credited. The case ask now, catch them and them but we free back. We are credited person to be on the field and start a ball and I say, give me your ongoing. And we call this place a safety zone. Hey, where is safety zone?
It's no safe.
We are now one man back on our normal police phone. Ye
piano because we are credited. But we are not credited. The machine ever started something to tell us, say, you free park. When the police in the police need a piano or be a credited son, a police need. What will you soldier need? Security person can be on about farm with piano. But we are the captains and maybe some trophy and say football. You call this football. Where your football?
But you see, one thing problem I mean, your security agencies in the war. I keep saying this thing. With all due respect to Ghana police,
we respect you people so much. Any Mojuma Moye. We are not here to tell you how to control Anna Mojuma El Samoye. But Sabi. Omaya a year war-torn nations in Poo. You will not see this sort of attitude. Number one, so we are security personnel. Now we are park is what you are there to make sure you protect life and properties. The first place for someone to enter the pitch, let's just assume, without admitting such a Griffiths any who can crash or co park at that time. Let's just assume. I'm not saying so only who can, but let's assume say only who can so call. Two wrongs does not make right. The assuming say only who can so call page so. It's yen P. Say I can catch a Griffiths I'm a PR. I also be free effort in a perimeter so ABC. Say the panel so copam. Now what jai
security personnel back on immigration officer.
No what jai
ambulance for
now what jai the only free ABC under normal circumstances unlawful entry. A crime of participation under normal circumstances unlawful entry and I'm not a bonnet a crime of sanky chon. You are gonna park in some fine offer and pass of a gate any room. Gate and then what will be door
so accreditation qualifies.
And your son, you walk from any woman which in the face. We are not doing the Parkinson. Someone else or new kinds of what. Then you speak to him, say, open or one new kinds of security personnel. Why would you security personnel? Ghana police. Now what die?
Sometimes, I mean, who say, Fabi, my share no more share the moon so cacao. Oh, Miss Anna, I said, me class sports field, whenever I see a course here, accreditation na na da me kum no na da so chain other media person na mo access to media me ko yi team sheet o ka che me so ma me nko me kan manu ma se na mo ka che me say like they will not allow me to do
say the intia
me you want reason intia me so mo ya ni mu o mo ya ni mu o mo so me ka man so
enhance
I check ko mo titi no mo say o mo ma mienu nya dey ewura tie ma ba ko pa nya dey enko Baby, what accreditation kita me de ko.
Yeah, enhance winner police service. Mami, either don't call no apply for Muka some has more training, more men, and more baba one is on bad stadium. Or makes me a protected and making sure some elements will be able to reward.
No, much says she held
on lawful entry or no.
A park is woe. You almost said helmet in this animal. I form most of Muka Patanto can. You football park from your coin. No, be a good fire. You say playable football.
Idia group room too much.
This is something the person who jumped, he's been practicing. Look at with the ease I would be jump gym. It's something he's been practicing.
Idia group room too much.
If say the bosses in the not something the book of Kotoka, you're not pound reference.
Yeah, you always
he scored a clean goal. A goal that's some Biarama education.
They can't finish it.
When you go and send them more,
was it
what's more outside? And more outside.
I've listened to Kotoko communications director, Lawyer Safuduku, after the match. Now, as a job who began said, Mamma said, yes, issue of Munti, on the Quaco petition, and some metro protest at their fat referee. No, we must work kind. A more game will be actually. You see, when you have people of this nature managing or running the affairs of big club like Kotoko, I have problems.
And I'll be able to solve the issue.
What is the issue? Yes,
what did not come in. You have been robbed.
What is robbed? You will protest from Kutau.
Who's there?
And then away.
Sometimes
you see, people are protecting their image and their name.
But the problem and our parents say, if you cry, essential for you. To say no, Chelsea money will come bomb, complain about Kotoko a big club, has a big club, but has Kotoko. Or more problem, poor one say, some man show money team more, nothing no refugee the BT or one, or more the NCO. But other teams in the Kitten, or more, I said no. If I agree for more watches.
Tuba, some go to
Tuba. Is it not Tuba? Tuba.
Copernico beach in a carrella.
It be so low, eh? Like my show. And they are no tomorrow. So, whenever a big class is it, then drop penalty you on jail or tomorrow. Eh, who time? My show. Also, clean go, man.
Career killers. You are killing people's career just for nothing.
We are Kotoko, we are Hasa, what is about Barcelona and Real Madrid. It's in a Madrid for Omu TV station, 18 for referees. No, my referee do a match and why isn't your for meeting or team is so soon. They will let you know their value. Now, communications that yes, you are robbed a chance at 3 points. Wow, was a rob? We are charging. We are charging.
Robbed, were you so robbed?
We are charging.
We are charging.
One of our kind will become chance and charging.
Yes. That is the kind of requirement
also drunk.
I'm on command large, right now. I get Ghana and on 7. I'm on mammy at double soccer.
Yeah, more. I swear, all blacks never go for my league in my house.
I'm taking your mom about Zomaya. They are trains and Yambo with Sunday and I to you
Friday.
And the trains are on the send the Ghana league. See, Yamboa. Justify because to justify your inclusion age, you know, ranging from 15 to 20 years. Now, Obuasi the any 31st May, that's Saturday, now 7 o'clock a.m. sharp, Double Soccer Academy. Now, Dunkwadi and also 31st and also 12 o'clock p.m. sharp. Tell me say to so sa ana bibiani and so a first. The open for be an amane that so no our friend and CEO. And our president and Kasa didn't come on mama updates on 0249 320805 0249 320805. Now, the president double soccer academy. There's any place in being a call up to National U17. So he tells you the president age mapa 15, 20 years. Zoba Kakobu.
Come bobo na come qualify.
The age we are baby Jinamu boy.
Some qualify. Now no church like I want it. It is a come bobo na. Some bobo na can been about 20 years. Think come qualify pa but.
Alaj Baba Shai. Yes, Amasa. Alai na ibi abo call. As o man jiko to go o stress.
No.
Enyo decorated referee yes sir.
Okay, I will say but any
for Krano. For me Piero 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Memene dano. And I book 24 hours cry for an upon a
okusi
Kusera no.
Kusera bobo
ni. Some family house.
Oh, okay.
Na de na person mo ye no man timi anye. Timi kura me bu afuo mo. The course park and so dear.
That is always share cut off.
The course park hona asubia mane de me condemn.
Go no so zero refinal nya dia na.
Go no. The woman na buy refinal course.
Don't say off.
Akwabina mrenima akwabina ejato fie. Wo be ma wo fie ho. No akofo wo mafunu wo gina chiri mita no no pia so mo gemi ndesi akonkon na ba ko achi no o mo se man off man on man on ne je da fie no mo o went my judgment no
ala za komo kakra
asim komo ho ense na no watara watara we tema ayi karala be ne be bo draw nations be share no na ye boho matches me start to us out of possible 9 points no unya 1
yeah
se when you no hu unya 3 points and the different story
yeah
so we see your last matches in ya kran ko awo antina ka so opportunity krache obia na ya from oba be de wati wantimi ne no ananajo ade chi anopa no farbaga as mamen famo what be that
davi yanya ne sa league equal be no ayero ho na wo hye we frame medicine after death people wo bi o si je duro no ne bo anso ani he say upompe kura kaskala nko be bia
assassinations de ko
I say
oh yes of course
oh okay
na kotoko ni fence bibiere o me kura akoko bi na mko akoko bi na mko bi afuasi o second third place na mko enti watara orin kwara no ma ya de ne mum na ka expect say
ko be
bibi enti asu say obeto so ne de board ne sam mintimi try crucify no what I say enti na no so house for company for my board no eye meeting eshia management eshia for say stakeholders meeting we share NCC and assistant regions and be has regional chairman will be ABOU no secretary ABOU no organizer omu share npanifo no call for unity nkabomu say say relationship between supporters and team no kama supporters and your friend wo mu be has match na manso wo nipa no beba
dabi
ma ti sana mo tu na npanifo no etuye no yewura na hotamakulo doctor ina etu sana mo no na yewura to gwa fene no so tiene na chikakra ti sana mo tu no bompanifo na baso se na me eboa etimi so abapa ebetimi aboy news kakra wo house foku nemre nti mamenko French for no 10 did it kind if people friend way what need that
way
was say amankwa de la brekum Chelsea ça la travailler de la UK cancellation dubulation attention le monde brekum Chelsea players if no amankona Steven Amankona
yes Steven Amankona
blaster you know Oman fano you know much as a black selection amfano and the people na oka kwase a o say Amankona for what say manyame ka ko no twa so ye o say blaster selection if you as so futuro ho
o kwase o be bia
okay ni twa so no o say blaster selection yom de ko UK no if you as futuro
okay
say na people na we dey buy we eso ye abriye okoko di wa ho daily graphic no was a club du Ghana opération fédération tout quoi movier l'accord de la supporter la création un peu de la moi aussi ne bi mu fi ko fe kwa abriye so ya ne se eno ay bo match ni bi no santo kotoko supporters do no hu se ayeka do se kotoko supporters na start kan yam sem ye fama nyame e be ye next year
oh okay
abo woni de nyame le prano
you know mo kan
ni nyina mo ka bi e na ebi susu ne se ebi ne se oh refinance here enso ebe yie wo ka kwa na ntwa so mu mu no we we eye Pierre Kona bedie la wase la blasta de la wase da gusta de Babiani wasalama tout là-bas population le goa le toit le monde wase go start when demand for kotanya o masem kwai Club du Accra la Côte Lama de l'Accra le Accra Lyon attention de relégation qu'on soit à dimanche la soir le monde voici how to focus puis ma koyera wa mbako be fel meso ano o mo twa ye Accra Lions no o ka kwa se wa o mo do mako sha from na nge relegation ye bi twa to papa ye bi twa to no ma wie congratulations de Nation FC ça l'a travaillé Africa de Sous la championne elle le moulema au brigadier de club du Ghana voici Nation FC ka pour moi fa kese no eno mo de ke to na amakotoko
ala la ka no kese ne o ke to
Champions League ni ai FA Cup
nye pe ne no ko
enti Nation se wo mo de nkoda David no eno afa kese no de ke to na Goliath o ka kwa se wa FA Cup o munya mo wie o ka kwa se o se pu wan na bepene
ala pati Tabere be ko jiawo be cho mo ne ko
papa mama enko wanchi ame frɛ me chia agyeman wanchi suso ko banana mabusuafo ho Adams awotwi kia ne bi ena haji asetu na mkonkin kazusu a official north district chief imam Swala also Michiao no na teacher Adams also working kasu Fahad Islamic school Michiao mo ina chere kin kasu ma be da sipi
ate hala me so me da se ma show te ko quick ya me na nda
yako mamenchia la kuda man no DIABY mi avia no kuda please
kuda man body dia kwa me the last time na ka ya da uyi dia odisi kwa me the last time na ka awase bia be di me o
kotoko de na ke ubi kan
sa
na so wa fidie so nti nya kotoko na o mo se bonifo so trim fita ayanta wonku nti tim bi mu akoma se ama bibi nsida
when they say bibi ala
kotoko mu twa ka ebu mu da se yapnim yeyi
bibri
wo mu de brekum chest babi any forum show mu tu ne second go na nya penalty babi any forum protest mu de saka madana ba boss gan ko bi batuko na wo mu no we
abaze ko
Managerial CEO Edema MON-FRI Import and Cooperative Mr. Robert Kote Oakra Monetary Koku we import ne sana mane so eba money bia kakra ba ho na person import ani so to there obetini bi Mr. Robert nka say bi at my committee
mate but I say we zo me chia obibia
ni na ko mi tutu anambia
ala patrol this
what's
up why was I just see you yogo
na o ka see you don come bia see you ben
see Jennifer Jan abena message
dina fe na Matias sa Jennifer no problem
see you but those are there okay uzo oku bi there all the pa ya count ya count there ya one premium ball champ na there about past 7 to 8 na enyume ya ba be transfer 3 to 5:30 ya ko exactly 6 news flash beba na enyume Mr. Mo be transfer na wa bomode na no so dia ka to aso dia ma ya da mu nyina ase